Backlog.
What's up, fatty?
I think we all
Flabby.
need to
We're live.
Cheers.
Hey, good to be live.
I'm the designated fat kid of the stream.
It's good to be alive.
Like a big
I
bone.
think.
Husky.
I'm fat. I'm a fucking fat ass, bro.
Thick boy.
Okay,
with
you
two
got some
Cs.
stuff to work through. I see.
Not 3 C's, 2 C's.
What? I can't be 3 C's?
You gotta sculpt the booty more.
Oh damn. Bro, I just gotta stop being on the seafood diet. That's really what it's all about.
We all, homie.
Try eating only steak.
And I say this as someone who ate half a pizza just an hour or two ago.
Really?
Jesus.
You think I should just eat just steak though?
Yeah, just steak. Only steak.
I can't tell if this is a serious recommendation or just some bullshit.
Diet. The carnivore's diet.
It was one of those bullshit.
Are you talking about
diet things?
You're talking about what's his name? The dude, the Canadian man who's.
I don't know. Maybe.
It'll come to me. Yeah.
No, you know what? This was side stories that we didn't cover, but did you see there was like one dude that was like, "Yeah, I've been eating McDonald's every day for 50 years and I'm still alive." That was a story I didn't throw on there, but I'm like, bruh, how do you not realize you're the exception? You're not the rule, homie.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, he probably doesn't eat it for every meal, right? Like
that's what he said. He said he ate McDonald's for every meal for the last 50 years.
Wasn't that dude?
I guess the supersized me guy was just a fucking casual. Then I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that.
What you gonna do?
You gotta get a mixed salad, I guess.
No, there was a guy on Super Size Me that was like, "Yo, I eat McDonald's every meal."
Yeah.
That was that guy.
Yo, what?
I mean, I don't know if it was that specific guy, but yeah, I mean, there's a dude in the news last week that was like, "Yeah, I've been eating McDonald's for 50 years. I'm still alive." It's like, man, survivorship bias is real, homie.
I think
I've been eating McDonald's for 20 years and I'm still alive. I mean, it's, like once every 3 months, but it's been happening for 20 years.
Yeah, haven't we all? But that's all he eats is McDanks.
Look at me. I don't eat McDonald's at all. And
he must be financially well off.
Kid. You would think,
he must be very well off. Because McDonald's is not cheap anymore.
I think the billionaires have enough money or intelligence to realize that they have to stay alive and that's to acquire more wealth. I think there's just some crazy millionaires out there that just don't give a fuck and probably just spend their money on weird ass shit. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out and there's a millionaire out there that's like, yeah, I've eaten Dairy Queen every day for the past 60 years and I'm still alive. It's like
I could eat a Dairy Queen Blizzard every day.
My body would die and the rest of me would die. And not in a pleasant way.
I think I would die happy.
I don't know, man. Someone who's as someone who's lactose intolerant, my intestines.
Whoa, wait.
Well,
you're lactose intolerant?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
I can eat a little bit of ice cream, but if I go for Blizzard size.
Didn't you just tell me you ate half a pizza?
Cheese is that weird gray area for me where I can eat some of it. It depends.
My cat is also lactose intolerant, so she feels your pain.
Aw, we out there.
All cats are lactose intolerant.
Are they really? I didn't know that. I mean, that kind of makes sense considering that supposedly the genes to digest actual dairy cow's milk are pretty not around in nature. In fact, most of the world's population don't have them. It's just a crazy feature of a lot of the U.S. where America.
So we're stupid.
Cow's milk has become the dominant milk. Well,
we're stupid.
Wait, did you just say as milk has become the dominant milk?
Cow's milk.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
As opposed to rat's milk. No, I just think cow's milk is supposedly one of the proteins that
as opposed to almond milk. It's very hard to squeeze the milk out of an almond.
There's no titty.
Apparently almonds are super bad for the environment.
The whole thing's a titty.
They require a ridiculous amount of water to grow, which is why you should go with the superior soy milk. Especially if you want them titties, you know what I'm saying?
Soy
okay,
boys.
Well, that's gross.
It's not actually a real thing either, but The myth
Soy
is still
milk
the
is gross.
I actually like the vanilla. It's not terrible. Confirmed soy boy. But no, what are the other like alternate milks? Banana milk, that's another weird one that exists.
Goat's milk.
Coconut milk.
Yeah.
Yup. Coconut milk's not bad, but I would never drink it in large quantities. It just tastes weird.
Are you saying like other than mammal milk?
Rice milk? Rice milk's not bad.
You must be right, like, cause
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm thinking of other than mammal milk. Mammal milk's easy.
Is it? I've only had cow's milk. I've never had goat milk or.
I've tried goat milk. It's
thick.
Probably an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Wonder if you can milk those like weird in between mammals like platypuses.
Anyways, so how was you guys' day, weeks, you know, stuff.
Good. Yeah. My day was good. It's warm. It's warm out here. I have the fan running. It's been a hot day. But maybe that's what's making me go crazy. No. How are you guys' weeks?
I already asked.
Oh well.
I asked first.
I have not slept. Yeah.
Pulling the reverse Uno card on me. Okay, fair enough. Mine was good. I caught up on some TV. Still haven't gotten around to finishing Halo because the memes have just been too crazy. I think I'm gonna let it cool off a little bit before I go back and finish that because I don't think I'll be able to be unbiased. And I actually want to be when I watch it, just so I can form my own opinion and not jump on the collective internet hate train. Because I had been enjoying the show up to the point where it's the memes it got like over memed or you know.
I heard it's kind of the Quan show.
Yeah. Yeah. That's easily the most annoying character of the show. But I think every show has like weird characters in the first season that you don't like, and like teenage characters always suck. Like Wesley Crusher on Star Trek, I'll say it, he sucked.
Whoa. You don't like
wow, what a spicy take that no one's ever had before.
Spicy take from 1998.
94, dude.
94. But yeah, he's even back that far. But yeah, I mean, you know, you live and you learn. Hopefully they straight like it already got greenlit for a second season. Clearly it got the viewership numbers they were kind of interested in. So hopefully they figure it out.
Okay. I mean, some people like to just watch, you know, train wrecks. So
some people do.
Bro,
I'm here for it.
All I've been doing is editing that video about Master Chief. And
it was funny.
So literally, this is not. This hasn't been old yet.
It's very topical.
I saw how much you've been editing that video, and boy, has it changed a lot.
Master Chief is still very much in the zeitgeist.
He is.
For the question mark.
More people are talking about the show, or at least hating on it, than are probably playing Halo Infinite right now. That's what's going on.
Wait. So does this mean that the video is bad, Quintessence?
I didn't say that. I said question mark.
He didn't say that. He said question mark.
It leaves it open to the viewer to interpret.
Exactly. He lets them form their own opinion.
Fine.
But
listen,
I like that first edit you made. That's my comment. You already have my notes. You don't need more notes.
Apparently, I over edited it from what August was saying.
That's what I said. Mm-hmm. But you again.
There was a lot of editing, but you seem to like that old school, like crazy editing style.
Yeah, I love it. That's
which I also enjoy. So
yeah, that's the YouTube I grew up
whatever.
On, the weird, like frenetic ADD edits.
I just like I like making your hand motions make sounds, Quintessence.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I'd make a lot of hand motions.
But
I also
I saw. I went like this, and then there was like a, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Do some karate chops. Give us some air food.
I did actually like. I even like timed a couple of like images to go with like how your hands are moving.
This is the B-roll we need.
You gotta watch it
going forward.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. TV was good this week. Caught up on Atlanta. Got to the season finale. Donald Glover is a god. That's all I'm gonna say. The man's a fucking genius. Like, people like to talk about like how like Jordan Peele was like the next revelation horror. Bruh. Donald Glover is the next revelation in just offsetting weird shit. Like, if him and like Peele teamed up to do a movie, it would be amazing. If he tried to do a movie on his own, it would be amazing. Honestly, I feel like they should have given the new Twilight Zone to him because it would have been amazing. Like, it's basically how he did the entire season of Atlanta, which was 9 episodes. It's like every other episode was like a weird anthology, like what if timeline episode. And they were just amazing. They're so fucking weird, but they were
I
just
hated the
amazing.
new Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I did too. It was terrible, and like,
It
it was like
was.
I wanted to
It
like
didn't
it.
capture like the charm of the old one. I don't know what
They
the
would
hell they
just
were
it just
doing.
wasn't good.
Boy,
It
Even as
wasn't.
someone,
The stories were boring. The acting was worse. Question mark? How? I don't understand.
I say this as someone who only like I enjoyed the old Twilight Zone, but like
Me
was
too.
ready for a
Yeah.
refresh. It just the new one just wasn't well written. Like it was like even if it didn't have the new charm of the old one, it had no charm of its own. Like it had nothing
Yeah.
there that I'm like I want to watch more episodes. I watched 2 episodes and I'm like, ooh, this doesn't feel good.
I don't know if you guys
Uh,
would have liked the Twilight
I
Zone
watched.
from the 70s and 80s, man. Those
I
were
liked it. Yeah, I liked it.
those were
What? I
fucking
liked
rough,
those.
dude. The
Yeah,
70s and 80s
I
ones?
yeah. Dude,
I
that's
Oh
thought
my
that's
those were
where
god.
all of
fun.
our modern TV tropes come from, bro. Like that was the start of those tropes. You have to respect it.
I mean, I like the ones from the 60s. And
Yeah.
those ones are cool. But then, there's a lot of like really hacky
Some of the
like
later ones.
episodes or like so there was like that, there was like the Outer Limits. There was like a third version of it. I can't remember the name of
Yeah.
it. Or the
Dude,
third
Outer
one.
Limits was dark as fuck because like
It was.
Outer Limits like set out from the beginning to hurt you, and that we're just gonna decide that every episode ends in the end of the world for humanity. You just got to deal with it.
Typically,
It's
yeah.
just like,
It was Black Mirror before Black Mirror.
but like Black Mirror is just like unsettling dark. This was like, okay, civilization is over. You just deal with it. And it was
Typically,
like,
like
oh, okay.
Like the end of Dinosaurs Dark.
Yeah, yeah. It was well, there. Like I remember there was like one episode where like a dude cheated on his wife and like with an alien, and that bred a species that like destroyed humanity. And it's like, well, I mean,
of
shit.
course they didn't show it because they didn't have the budget too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see like a
Cowards.
bunch of like bugs just swarming out the window, like filling up the sky, and it's like, oh well, fuck.
I
Guess we
will.
lost that one, boys.
I
Whoopsie.
Time to reset the timeline.
I will say
But
that
yeah,
that intro of the Outer Limits used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
yeah,
Like I used to
yeah,
like always when it always used to make me want to pee. I
yeah.
don't know what it was.
Yeah, I did not like the Outer Limits as a child. It was just it was just needlessly dark. Like it could have been like give me the like mildly hopeful endings, but no, they went for the bad end every time. It was literally like anime bad. It was like visual novel bad end speedrun.
I remember like that like seeing episodes though with like people who were getting their start and like like I remember seeing an episode with like Nathan Fillion
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it.
There's
Like I
cool
can't
actors
remember,
in there.
but they had like a bunch of different like famous people, and of course I think it was one of those shows where it like started off and they had like famous people, and then like as the show went on,
Yeah.
they got less and less famous. Um,
Yeah, I bet it was filmed in like Vancouver, where like all of those old sci-fi shows are filmed.
I think Nathan Fillion is Canadian, so yeah, that tracks.
Well, I mean that's why like when you watch a lot of like old and even like more recent sci-fis, you see a lot of the same actors repeat. Is that like 90% of the sci-fi you know about was filmed in Vancouver? Like Stargate was filmed in Vancouver.
Supernatural
Uh,
is
yeah, a
is
bunch of
in
other shows
Canada.
filmed in Vancouver. So that's why you tend to see a lot of those like same actors over and over again.
Wasn't Twin Peaks
Continuum,
also in Vancouver?
maybe.
I don't.
I didn't watch a lot of Twin Peaks.
I mean, I don't
I,
think any
Oh.
of those actors are Canadian, so.
But yeah, I mean Vancouver is like the mecca of like modern sci-fi, which is it's cool, but like at the same time, it's like you see a lot of the same people over and over again. But yeah, Outer Limits was dark. It was a little bit too dark and edgy for me, but it was still cool. But long story short, Donald Glover, awesome director, writer. The director he works with because I know like Donald Glover's like the showrunner and creator. I don't know if he individually writes every episode. I know he doesn't direct every episode. I think like the name's escaping me. It's like Hiro Murai. It's dude with a Japanese name. Directs every episode. Amazing director. Every episode feels great. But they team together, just make an awesome show. But if you haven't already watched Atlanta, watch Atlanta, because it's just the one show that like it starts off with a simple premise and just gets fucking weirder as it goes along, and it's great. And even episodes you would think would be normal just have weird vibes to them that are awesome.
Hmm.
But yeah, cool show.
Okay.
That's what I watched. That's an FX show. One of the few cable channels still making interesting content. Go figure. In fact, they've always been made really cool experimental content. Like they had that like X-Men TV show a while back, Legion. That was really cool. That had names are really hard for me today. But yeah, no, that was a super awesome show. Aubrey Plaza was in it. She played a villain. It was awesome. There's a bunch of other great FX shows I could go through right now, but that would take forever. But yeah, finished out Atlanta. Did I watch anything else? Didn't watch anything else yet. Oh yeah, me and Matt rewatched the first Top Gun. So we'll have a review of that at some point when we get around to it, because we want to get ready for the new one that comes out next week. But apparently it's getting crazy reviews. I don't know how. It's been like 30 years. But apparently Tom Cruise could still make great movies. So I'll have to see that when we see it. Miles Teller's in the new one, which I think Miles Teller was actually one of the brighter points of Fan Four Stick. And he's just a good actor in general. So yeah, I kind of am excited for that.
Well, what's up, Afternoon Soon? Yeah, man. We'll definitely have to work that out for sure. Yeah, he's asking if like all of us or just one of us, or just
I'm not in the chat right now, so I can't see the question.
He said, "Would you be interested in coming on my show?" It's like, yeah, I mean,
yeah, we can figure that out. Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, man, we can definitely work out like having a guest spot.
Figure something out.
That'd be fun. What were you saying, August? Sorry, man.
I was wrapping up my week. I just caught up on some TV and stuff. Didn't really play many games, so yeah. No. What did you guys do, Matt?
Oh, okay. So I spent my week. I started walking again. Well, like for exercise.
Good for you, dude. Wheeling around everywhere sucks.
I started walking like after work, like going on half-hour walks. I missed like 2 days, so today I went on an hour walk just to get caught up, and yeah, it was it's been fun. I've been walking and like I put on like podcasts or I put on like I started watching Love, Death and Robots.
It's a great show.
Yeah, which is, speaking of the Outer Limits, it's sort of got a heavy
vibe. Yeah.
Outer Limits vibe. Have you seen it, Quintessence?
I've only seen the first season. I know the second season came out or something like that.
It's like the third one now, yeah.
Or third one, whatever.
I watched one episode of the third season. I was like, all right, I'm watching this show. This show seems pretty dope, and I was really enjoying it. I love the animation style. Looks really good, and I've been digging it, man. It's good for like, you're on a treadmill for an hour, so like there's some scenes that are like kind of creepy but also action packed, and it kind of gets you distracted from whatever's going on.
Or do you walk on a treadmill, or do you walk like around town?
Oh, I just walk on a treadmill just because my gym is like literally right next to my work. So like I get out of work, I just drive straight over to the gym. It's not even like a minute from my job, so
So do you like how it shifts like animation style with like every episode? I Love, Death and Robots.
Yeah, it's like an anthology from what I remember.
Yeah, it's more of an anthology.
Each episode is a different creative team, so
pretty wild.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's neat that, of course, it changes art styles, but it does have the same artists coming back for episodes, but they're not all like in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From what I could tell, like I think one episode had like it had Topher Grace and I think Mary Elizabeth Winstead in like one episode randomly that was like 10 minutes long. It was pretty cool and like some of them have like an interesting twist and some of them have like no twist whatsoever, which I think is
Yeah.
cool because you know how like I said like with the Outer Limits and whatever those types of shows they always have to try to have a twist at the end. This doesn't even like go for that. It just keeps it interesting and it's like all right, well, we're moving on now. And then
Rednecks fighting aliens.
uh, uh, Russians fighting demons. Usually
Yeah.
it's some kind of like alien demon creature that they're fighting or whatever. But so far, really enjoying it. Also, lots of sex in that show too. Um,
It was pretty explicit,
A
but
lot.
in a fun way.
yeah, it's not like it's tasteful for the most part. I've been really enjoying it, and then I also wound up beating Harmony of Dissonance, Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. So the Castlevania GBA collection is done.
Nice. Like,
Yeah, man.
move on to the DS games.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be sticking with the Game Boy Advance for now. Trying not to get burned out on Castlevania just yet before I move on to the next games. I picked up. I actually did a poll on what I should play next. Most people voted on Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. The other game
That's a good one.
the people voted for was Mega Man Zero, which I randomly just started playing Mega Man Zero just to kind of mess with it. That game is
Those are great
fucking
games. Yeah.
hard.
I think any of those old Mega Mans
It's
are
a Mega
hard.
Man game.
Yeah,
No,
even
no,
the
no.
X was pretty hard.
It's hard for a Mega Man game.
Mm.
I've beaten Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3. This is way harder than all of those games.
Yeah. Do you
Um,
think it's like the melee component? Like, what do you think makes it harder?
it's very okay. So the problem is it's unforgiving. You have about 3 tries, and you die really quickly. So the problem is
Yeah.
that you can't farm, like credits. You have to. Well, you can supposedly, but it's not straightforward. It's just not. I don't know why. It's just it's a very difficult game. Like the first boss, like took me forever. I had to keep restarting, and basically, just the amount of times you have to restart is really what wears you out. It's not even just the difficulty; it's like having to get all the way back. There's no checkpoints. There's no checkpoints to get to the boss. So once you die, you know you got to start all over again back at the base, and then you got to make your way all the way. It's just it has a lot of quality of life problems.
Tedium.
It's a lot of tedium, and
I think that's oh, what were you saying? Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh, for a lot of those games though, like I think what quality of life is definitely a way to see it,
Mm-hmm.
but I also see it as like inherent game design because it's like that's how they pad out the length for you. Like they make it brutal for it to be
Yeah.
like, yes, you have to speed run this entire level again because you died.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just starting the one game I did play last week, or I just started the other day, was called Ganryu 2, which is based on like the older Ganryu game.
I've heard of
I
it.
think it was a Sega Mega Drive game. Like someone basically bought the rights to it. Samurai Mega Man-ish style game anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like essentially like it does have small checkpoints. It's not as brutal, but like yeah, you only have like 3-4 lives. You die, you restart. And even when you die, you start pretty far back. And like yeah, what you're describing is even worse than that because no checkpoints is like yeah, do the whole level again, get good.
Yeah.
But I think that's how I think some of that is also intentional. Like you can't just quickly ascribe it to quality of life. Whereas I think some of it's also like yeah, like this game is meant to be kind of brutal in that like you have to get good at just kind of memorizing the patterns. Same way that like a lot of light gun shooters used to be.
So let me, and I can flip this on its head though, is like problems that this game is very ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you 3 credits when you start out, right? if you spend 2 of those credits on the first boss, you have 1 credit left. You move on to the next level, you only have that 1 credit now. They don't give you the other 2 credits. They don't give you those back.
Why would they?
Why would they? I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, in Mega Man games.
Most games don't with continues. You just have to find new credits if they're available. Some of them are really hard to find, some of them are non-existent. But yeah, no, like, it sounds rough, but at the same time, like, you know, if it did give you checkpoints, like, I bet that would cut the, you know, time to beat down, like, in half, you know what I mean?
In the collection, they actually put in checkpoints for the game.
Yep. Well, I think that's true for all of them. Like, don't all of
Gotta
them have
babyfy
save
it.
states?
Well, they put in checkpoints and save states.
Yeah.
So
double baby.
So the thing is that just how quickly you die, is really I think the biggest problem with the game is, like, you die quicker than you do in most every other Mega Man game. The first boss is pretty brutal. It feels way harder than the X games do already, like, right off the bat. I don't know what it is. I love Mega Man. And other people I've watched some reviews on it, and they're like, oh yeah, this game's insanely difficult, and it doesn't fix a lot of the quality of life problems until 0-3. So, yeah, it was very frustrating. But I also will say this, that I found out that my Game Boy Advance that has the SD loader has save states built into it. So I just started doing that because I was like, why? I didn't use it at all during the Castlevania games. So I started using it for X. 0, 1. But yeah, played Mega Man 0, beat Harmony of
Quintessence HD just resubbed for 14 months.
Damn it, Quintessence.
UWU.
What's up?
Well, okay.
Hey, Quintessence, thank you for the resub, dude.
Oh.
But yeah, Harmony of Distance is fun. It's a good game. I recommend people play it. All of those Castlevania games in the GBA are solid. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much been my week besides editing. And yeah. Quintessence, how was your week, man?
Well, my week involved a lot of me getting my ass kicked on Path of Exile. Just on repeat, over and over and over again. As well as some anime. I've continued to watch Spy Family. It's still hilarious.
Episode 7 this week, right?
I believe so. Yeah, something like that.
I gotta catch up.
Done a bunch of gambling in Counter-Strike.
Oh,
boy. Betting on matches.
Gotta get them skins.
Opening cases and stuff like that. So that's bad. Shouldn't do that.
What would the kids think, Quintess?
I don't know. They would think I lost all my money on Ethereum.
Now you gotta say fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
I saw that clip.
Other than that, I've been setting up for Common Rider Club, getting a bunch of different stuff downloaded for that. And I had to completely remake my stream because Streamlabs just exploded on me. I don't know. So that was fun. But now I'm on OBS, and OBS is 10 times better. Like, it's so much lighter. Anyone who's on Streamlabs, just get the hell off of Streamlabs. Take like an hour to learn OBS, and you'll be way happier.
Streamlabs is way better. It's I'm sorry. Streamlabs is easier, but it actually uses more processing power of your computer.
A lot more.
It uses a lot more.
A lot. I gained like 30 FPS in games that I was just chugging in before. Like, I could probably like stream Elden Ring and stuff now.
Optimization.
Also, fuck Streamlabs, because they have nothing to do with OBS, but they stole the OBS technology, and they refuse to
They
give
did.
OBS any credit for
Yeah.
anything.
Well, I mean,
that
they
have
used to be
for
called
that.
Streamlabs OBS, right? And then OBS is like, wait a second, guys. Hello?
Yeah, they.
And so they had to change to Streamlabs.
That's
and, like,
honestly
disconnect themselves completely.
why I switched over, was because I heard about that. I was like, fuck them.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. I was just so like ingrained in it. Like I was just like, oh god, I don't want to learn OBS. It's just fine here. It works. And then it didn't.
Mhm.
So it was a good reason to switch.
Yeah. For sure.
Let's see what else. Oh, I finished watching Cobra Kai season 4.
Oh shit! Watch your Cobra Kai.
Is that still
Yeah.
on YouTube or is it on Netflix now?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The show has-
It's a stupid little fun show. It
Show
knows
has-
how ridiculous it is, you know.
You don't have a
Like,
YouTube Red account?
I know, right? For real, YouTube Red, man. It's the greatest way to watch all your
Nah,
favorite shows without.
I mean, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have a Netflix account, honestly.
Yeah, for real.
Like taking some L's still.
I bet the day Stranger Things season 4 finishes, so many people are gonna be like, "Yup, I'm out."
Bye.
I'm
Season
not
5,
even
tell me
hyped
what
for
you think.
Stranger Things. Like
Yeah. I'm
they
pretty
turned
hyped.
like a serious mission into a rough Russian base into Benny Hill, and
Yeah,
it was dumb.
that was like all 80s movies involving kids and Russians though. Like the kids always won somehow, even though like, you know,
Yeah, but they're not
a
really
bunch of them
kids anymore.
punching down the hall.
They're kids.
Well, now because of COVID, thank you COVID. But we'll get
No,
that's,
before.
yeah.
But
that's
you know,
covered
it's
on
fine.
that's covered on the
Yeah,
docket.
yeah.
We'll get to it.
Wolverines.
course it is. Let's see. What else? No, I think that was it. It's been a very relaxing, most part, week.
Nice.
Yeah. Just chill.
Sometimes those are the best weeks.
Yeah. You know, other than frustrations from video games, but you know,
Oh, always.
what you gonna do?
But
No
anytime
point
you
in playing
play,
easy games.
exactly. Video games are about the challenge.
No, people don't play easy games. Who cares?
All right. So, did you want to move on to the questions of the week?
Yeah. So,
Sure.
let's see. Question of the week 1. Do you guys want to start? Do you guys want to do all 3, or do you just want to like skip around to?
Let's just do all 3.
Okay. So like, what movie shaped you as a person? This is a quintessence original for the question.
Oh damn.
Well, it's been kind of butchered, but okay, fine.
Oh, I
fine.
thought that's how it's
Fine.
supposed to.
Nothing, dude. I swear to God, nothing but shade from Quintessence every single goddamn time.
That's wrong.
Bro,
That's incorrect.
Come on. What are we
Objection.
doing? What are we doing
Cut me
here?
down.
Objection. Slander.
Hearsay.
All right, so
But yeah, okay. So let's start with Matt, I guess. Like, what movie shaped you as a person?
this is why. Damn
You
it,
weren't
why-
prepared?
get
I
one
was
pass.
not
You get
prepared.
One pass. You get one pass.
Well, I get one pass. All right, fine.
You
I
get one
pass. I pass.
Pass. Okay.
All right, yeah, yo. Let me think about it. I'll come back. Come back
Okay,
to me.
come back. Quintessence, what you got?
Me? Okay. Well, okay. So it's kind of like an open question, right?
Mhm.
So I feel like I gained a huge like admiration and love for animation because of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It's a classic.
Bro, I feel like this is going deep right now. All right, go on.
I hear the new Rescue Rangers is like gonna be that for this generation, but
Dude,
that's not what I've seen, but
I can't wait to see Ugly Sonic.
fair enough.
But like it was just such like an amazing movie, like for real, like legitimately, like you know, it had you know, sexy lady, fine, sure, but like the technology and like the techniques that they used in that movie to combine the live action with the animation just stunned me. Like everyone always references the lamp bump, right? Where they bump the lamp and it looks seamless.
Yeah.
It, like I I
It is
was
an amazing movie. 100%.
flabbergasted. And
It is an amazing
even
movie.
now, like you compare like Who Framed Roger Rabbit to like current movies that try to do the same thing. Who Framed Roger Rabbit's better. Like
Yeah.
it does it better. And that's always just amazed me. And it's really, really like hit home. Like, man, I just love like the animation medium and like how flexible and amazing it is.
Yeah.
And then you combine it with live action and you get something that's completely new. And
Yeah,
I
no,
really feel like
that
that
movie
has
was
helped
100%.
shape me somewhat.
Yeah. No,
Like,
that
I
movie
just
was
love animation.
So, like, how would you say, like, are you a big fan of like Space Jam or anything like that? Like, would you say like that
I'm
kind
not a huge fan of Space Jam, but I I understand what they were trying to do,
Yeah.
but really it was just kind of like one long commercial for Michael Jordan.
I think the first one's fun though. Like, it still has
I
kind of
mean,
some
it
of that, like,
is it is
yeah,
fun, right?
yeah.
But it's still just like it hasn't aged well. Let's just put it that way. It
Really,
really has
I,
not aged
I,
exceedingly well.
I
I
disagree.
don't know. Yeah, I disagree. I rewatched it like a couple years ago, and I'm like, this is actually pretty good still. It's still got that like wholesome '90s fun. When you compare it to like the dark corporate cynicism of the new one, where it's
I
just like,
mean,
wow,
the new
LeBron,
one's a whole different beast.
way to ruin everything we loved.
I still don't know
Algorithm.
why we even needed it, but
Oh
it's
god,
fine.
it's
I
so
I
bad,
guess.
so bad.
This is dude.
The,
Not
Honestly,
much
this
you
is
can
such
do.
a tough question
the corporate overlords of the
Is
world.
it?
for
I
me.
mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be super deep. Like mine wasn't super deep.
For me, I kind of threw out like a softball answer. Like the one movie I remember having like a big influence on me growing up. And of course, you know, it was one of those where we watched like every time there was like a free day in like middle school or was Remember the Titans.
Oh
Oh,
It's
shit.
just a wholesome ass movie. It's just a wholesome ass movie. It's about like a team of, you know, disparate individuals. You know, their personalities didn't originally mesh. You know, it was a mix. It was the first mixed white and black team. So like, you know, there's a little bit of like stereotypes and, you know, kind of all that to get over. But they came together and they played great football. And they became a team. They became a unit. They became like a family. And like, who
like
does a
real
little
good
fucking
football.
wholesome
Real
story
good
like that?
football. Underdog story. Hell yeah.
It's just an enjoyable, feel fucking good movie. Like
It really is.
yeah,
I
that
mean,
movie.
other than racist parents.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but that's what I'm
They're
saying.
gonna
Like
have some tension.
the kids were better than their
It's
parents.
true.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
like the kids were all able to improve and become the next better generation.
I mean,
It has so many positive messages. You can't not like that movie.
They
If
all-
only we could learn from that movie.
they only went on to become
We're going back-
mildly racist adults.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes things backslide, but you know, we started good. That's what's important.
Sure.
But no,
I mean, it's the classic, you know, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back.
exactly. That's progress sometimes, baby. I'll take it. There you
No,
go.
that is progress. That's
football.
literally one
That's
step of
football.
progress.
That's football.
That's football.
Think about it. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back.
I haven't seen that movie in such a long time.
But nah, Remember the Titans is a great movie. I mean, Denzel's always great. A bunch of other great actors in that movie. Just enjoyable ass movie. You know.
Yeah. So, backlog. What about you?
Oh man. I used to like watch a lot of like crappy action movies, I guess. Um Damn, I have like nothing deep to really say, but for whatever reason, the idea of like I don't know why, but like I keep thinking of like Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Like growing up
CBD.
Okay.
watching Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. I think like Kickboxer and Bloodsport were like my favorite movies as a kid. I don't know why. I just like my dad would like watch like have those like on like a Sunday afternoon or something, like on TV. Cuz I kind of grew up like watching like whatever was on television. and usually it was just like
Mm.
a B movie, like B action movies, and like man, it's so corny, but I love it. It's so much fun. I don't know if it. I think it shaped like what I think it shaped what I love about like action movies, because I don't like I love like just dumb bad acting and like just something you can have fun with, and you know uh you know, it's there's just something about like you ever watch those movies. You could watch those movies now, like you just have a drink, and you could watch Kickboxer, and it is a blast. Like it's so quotable, and it's so stupid, and it's so much fun. Uh, I could really recommend it to anybody, but at the same time, I could see why you might not like it too. But
Would you say those kind of movies also gave you a love for like martial arts even at like a young age?
yeah, I think just anything to do with martial arts as a kid was like I was like, yeah, I love this. This is cool. Dragon Ball Z, I'm all about it. Let's go. Like
Power Rangers, hell yeah, let's
Power
move.
Rangers, yep, that was up there.
Yeah.
I love corny movies. That I love low budget corny movies, and I think that's why I like just like when you watch Kamen Rider Club, when we were Kamen Rider Club, and like you just see like a really bad explosion, or like randomly someone gets hit by a lightning bolt, and it's just hilarious to me.
Agito.
Yeah, and you know that I love that stuff. Or you know when we were watching what is it Top Gun, and that moment happens at near the climax of the movie, and I'm just like, yes, this is so stupid, and I love every second of it. Uh, I don't, you know the part I'm talking about. I don't want it because like we're gonna have the review, but
I have no idea what you're talking about because like the entire back half of that movie is like action. But I
it's
still love it.
well, it's like it's like literally the back half is like you're just looking at a cockpit and jump cuts for the
First
last
half's
like
just like a buddy movie, and then the second half's just like,
Yeah,
oh, we forgot the action.
There's a dramatic shift.
yeah
But
there's
it's
some tunnel
okay. It
whiplash.
feels good. Yeah.
It's not bad. Like
It
It's a
is.
very yeah.
It's a fun movie.
It is. It's a very weird template for the movie in that it's just like a fun buddy hangout movie, and then all of a sudden drama, and it's like
Yeah.
okay, you just gotta roll with it.
Drama and
It's
action
good.
everywhere.
Exactly.
Everywhere. Explosions.
there is
More
some,
explosions.
there is
Very
some
good.
moments too where it's like it's really stupid and having fun, and then all of a sudden it's just like it also has like some strong hit you in the feels moments. But I mean, there's like one in particular, but like
Yeah,
I don't know.
Some of the scenes with Goose and his family, you're just like,
You're
oh man.
like, oh, this is this is a bad time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say like most of what I grew up was like 80s action movies. I would say, like Predator.
Nice.
Another movie that's like that is Predator, where it's like the first part of it and the last part of it are so different that are just, it's weird. Like it's an action movie like straight through, but like it's like if you haven't seen it in a while, you'll forget what the ending half is like. Like the first half is so quotable, and then there's like literally I want to say like a half an hour of just like prep time getting ready to fight the predator near the
Yeah.
end, which is like
Montage.
yeah, it's
Like
it's not even
collecting
a montage
the sticks and
Yeah.
setting up the shit. Yeah.
for sure.
I wish it was a montage. Could have shaved some time off that movie.
it definitely used the ending part as a lot of padding, but it's still very good.
padded.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
super
also, it's a
padded.
great movie.
But the first, it's like the entire budget went into like the first half of the movie. Is
Mhm.
really what it feels like. But yeah, I mean like that star-studded movie. But anyway, yeah, I think that's what my answer.
Speaking of Predator, we should do a retro review of Conan because I think it's like the 40th anniversary of
Conan.
the Barbarian, and I want something ridiculous. So
Yep.
that's my
Conan's
for the
fun.
next retro review is we do Conan the Barbarian.
Conan, what is best in life? Anyway.
Oh, I actually have a second answer. This one's kind of more of a meme answer, though.
Oh shit.
So, when I was young, I would just channel surf, like constant channel surfing. And I came upon this little movie called Child's Play.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't know what this
Perfect
was,
formative
right?
movie for a child.
Right, and so I'm just watching it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. Oh, she bought a doll for her kid. That's cool. And then like the doll's like talking to the kid. And I'm like, okay, weird. And then like the mom like shakes the box and the batteries come out, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'm kind of feeling done here. And I just like kept like fear watching as a child, and I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, where's this going? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I
And
feel
it
like
kind of
yeah.
shaped me in a different way, an irrational fear of dolls.
Yeah.
I
I
think
can
that's
see
normal.
it. Dude, I feel like that's the problem with 80s movies in general, is that so many of them ride a line up until one point where like this could easily be a children's movie.
Yeah, I would
But all of
agree.
a
Yeah,
sudden, something
Right?
horrifying happens.
it's like the
oh, fuck.
Goonies. Yeah,
It's just a child talking to a doll. And then it's a ghost in a doll's body killing people. Like, what the hell?
There's so many movies that start ambiguous where you're not sure, like, based on the premise, like, if this is for kids or adults, and then you have to wait
Yeah.
till one terrifying scene. You're like, oh god, no, turn it off.
you know, I feel like Ghostbusters rides that line too, like the original Ghostbusters, like where it's like
Yeah.
it could
Does
be a
it?
horror movie. Yeah, it has moments where it could delve straight into horror if it really
If it
wanted
wanted to, there's a lot of moments where the first Ghostbusters could have been a horror movie. Same with the second one.
Yeah,
They chose
no,
to
I-
not do that.
I guess
Like
like
the
with
ending,
kind of like
too?
the opening scene where like there's the librarian type ghost or whatever. Yeah, and just like
There are a
it's
lot
like
of times
it's guys does kind of like a jump scare thing for you.
Yeah. There are a lot of
'Cause they're
times when I
just
think
chilling.
Ghostbusters intentionally chose to be a comedy rather than like a horror movie.
I think that's just how
It
it
worked out
balanced
for it.
itself out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good balance. So it struck a really good balance.
Still one of my favorite.
Ghost blowjobs.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Hey, Bustin
that a-
makes me feel good. It's just the truth. But
Busted.
I mean,
Oh no.
for real though, like I think horror
Bust and
comedies-
Ghoster.
Yeah, I think horror comedy is an underappreciated genre, and I wish there were more of them. Like,
Golden
Cabin in the
Child.
Woods.
Yeah, Happy Death
Cabin
Day.
in the Woods.
Happy Death Day was great.
I
Cabin
never
in the
saw
Woods is
Happy
great.
Death Day.
Yeah,
Well-
that's what I'm saying. There needs to be more.
Golden
When
Child.
I think of horror comedy, I think of Cabin in the Woods.
Vampire in
every
Brooklyn?
time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vampire in Brooklyn works. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, Vampire
But
in
like, there
Brooklyn,
should be more of those movies. They're great.
There should be. Well, they're great when they're done well, right?
True. It's true. You can ruin them, but when they're done well, it's such an enjoyable mix.
Yeah, for sure, man. I love. Like, I didn't like horror as a kid, but I really enjoy it now. Especially if you're with a girl, it's the best. Saying date,
Oh,
going
is
on
it?
dates
I-
and watching
is it?
horror movies.
I have still never made it all the way through Midsummer. One day.
Ooh, I actually like.
That's just kind of a gross movie, though.
Did you try to watch
watched it on
Midsummer
a
with a
date.
girl?
Didn't have to watch it long. It was. I'm
Did
not
you
mad.
try
about
to
it.
watch Midsummer with a girl?
Wait, what? So you
Uh,
went on a date and you tried to watch Midsummer?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't make it far, but I
Oh.
mean, you know,
Like in a good way or in a bad way?
I wasn't mad about it in a good way.
Okay.
In a
Hey.
I wasn't watching the movie. I'll put it that way. But yes, Midsummer is. I still want to watch it. Ari Aster's a great director. I liked Hereditary. A lot of other people didn't, but it was pretty critically acclaimed. And Midsummer is depressing. That first like scene is like, oof, that hits you in the feels.
Yeah.
But
All right.
yeah.
What's the next question, my man?
Next question on the list, is
On the docket. Let's go. What do we got?
docket is do y'all believe in aliens? And this is basically asked because Congress just had like its first official meeting in like 50 years about like UFOs and saying like, you know, what they were going to do to like try to identify more of them, like put more stories out there and put like a task force together. But yeah, like what do you guys believe? Do you believe in UFOs? What do you think they are? Is the truth out
All
there?
open. Sure, why not?
No. Okay. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I firmly believe that we literally cannot be the only like intelligent life, right?
I mean,
Like,
do we
the
count as
universe is-
intelligent?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
Most of us.
Most of it.
Well, I mean, there's also people that play League of Legends, right?
Yeah.
But so like we literally cannot be the only intelligent life in the universe. It's too vast, right? There has to be something else.
Yeah.
So
I 100% agree with that.
at a core level, I believe in UFOs. There
Mhm.
is like someone probably watching us, right now. Why not, right?
Dude, I wonder if we're like reality television to like other species. Like they watch us and they're like, man, that human race show popping off in the like
They just watch me. They're
2022.
like, "Oh no, why did he do that? Oh fuck, seriously?"
I mean, the greatest comedy. I'm telling you, like the whole like
It's a
COVID,
dramedy.
now the monkeypox. I mean, I'm telling you, man, the season's getting crazy.
I mean, this season's been pretty spicy ever since the freaking
Dude,
2020.
ever since Harambe, bro, we could go back even farther. Ever since they killed that gorilla, it's been
I mean,
2016.
I feel like the gorilla kill was pretty justified.
Yeah, well,
but,
I mean, they did what they had to do, but at the same time,
I mean, they could have tranked it, but
Yeah.
that carries the risk of,
the trank's not working.
literally crushing a child.
But I mean, maybe he would have fallen in love with the child in like the way that I mean, like he would have been like, I will take this child to be my own.
Like Tarzan?
Yeah.
No.
Then we would have had like a human kid that was amazing at skateboarding. He would have been the next Tony Hawk. You don't know.
The
don't know?
MVP,
But
most
dude, now I want
valuable
to play
primate.
like the Tarzan levels of Kingdom Hearts again.
You know,
But yeah,
anyway.
Those were fun.
Yeah.
Other
But no,
than the backtracking.
yeah, Matt, what do you think about UFOs?
About
is the
fucking
truth out there?
aliens.
Yeah, ancient or otherwise.
Ancient aliens.
I'm kind of indifferent about it. I don't personally care.
No.
I think
I
it's
mean, you haven't been anal probed yet,
Okay.
so it doesn't affect you.
that you know of.
It's true.
So
Well, then shouldn't you believe?
I didn't say that I have been. Anyway,
He doesn't remember.
I don't.
Didn't say that he hasn't, though.
It's true. What do I think? I would really like to see something that isn't filmed on a potato. And I would like to see something
Impossible.
that I could actually like believe, or like, I mean, I guess that like I could make myself believe it if I want to. You know what I mean? I feel like anybody could go out there and kind of find the evidence to. But at the same time, there's always going to be the thought in the back of my head, but like, is it really real, or am I like, I do think that aliens exist because, like Quintessence says, it's like mathematically impossible that they kind of don't exist because we exist, and then I do think that there is life, and there's even life on Mars. Obviously it's not an advanced, like a human I don't know, anthropomorphic, is that the wrong word?
Yeah, like the
humanoid.
Anthropomorphic.
Well, I mean,
humanoid,
we don't know
I
if it's
guess.
humanoid. Like I do think that aliens exist. I just don't know if they've visited us or if there are, because a UFO is just an unidentified object. They're not even called UFOs anymore, right? They're called something else.
UAPs, which I think is like unidentified aerial phenomena.
Right, exactly. So I don't think that, I mean, that may not necessarily be like alien. I mean, obviously it is like,
well, that's the speculation, is a lot of them are drones. At least nowadays, the speculation is a lot of these sightings are drones. But I mean, we've had these for like 70 plus years. Like they can't all be drones. Like some of them might have been like just natural other phenomena that people mistook, but like some of them might have been some weird shit. Like I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of weird shit that we just don't know. It just goes on.
At the same time,
one theory is that our mythology of like dragons were aliens. Isn't that wild? Because like so many like different cultures and stuff, like literally across the world from each other, have like, oh, there were these like scaled, large, lizard-like beings.
Yeah, but
Right?
like with that same
like that
logic,
shit.
you could be like, well, God exists because every religion has some guy with a,
I mean,
a beard
maybe he
and
was.
Yeah, but
you know.
Maybe maybe God was the super alien. You don't know.
Who knows, dude?
So
But I always thought that's a little bit interesting. Like that literally so many different civilizations and like mythologies have some kind of dragon in them.
Weising Dragon.
Yeah.
So the
Anyway,
ones that don't have wings but aren't dragons, like wyverns, or the wyverns do have
I
wings.
think they don't have arms, or they
Wyverns
have
don't
like
have yeah. They don't have like
they have like
4
really short
legs.
arms.
They only have the 2 legs. They don't have. They have like the. They don't
Or
have
they
the-
just don't have legs at all. They're more like snaky with wings.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
as
don't
said,
know.
I think. Yeah. What were you saying, Matt? You were finishing.
Oh no! I feel sort of like I could easily believe it, but I really want more. I want to see something that I can't not believe.
But
That-
like, what level of not believe would like? Because I mean, like at this point,
Like,
if like even if you got like 4K video, someone would be like, "Oh, someone faked it." It's a
No,
deepfake.
no. I'm not saying that I even read the comments. Because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't look into it. I just try to like the part of me that's skeptical is always gonna be like, well, I don't know. But if I see
Like,
like
if
an alien like walking down my street, I'd be like, you know
I would
what's
say,
real?
yeah, like
Aliens,
yeah.
bro. Aliens are fucking real. And then I'll be a true believer. I'll tell you that right now. I just want to see I just want to see an alien. I want to see like fucking like ET, whatever.
Oh no! If you walk down the street with a thing of Reese's Pieces to be like, "Here, I bought these at the shop just for you," do you believe?
I would probably light them up, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah, he just brought some Reese's Pieces for you, homie. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know, dude. I would just shoot first, ask questions later. I'm just saying.
You'd be like, you shoot first, ask questions later, and you'd be like, I was allergic to peanut butter. But
He tried
no,
to.
like,
He tried to. He tried. I was sitting at the peanut butter free table, and he came after
yeah,
me.
he tried to kill me. You saw him. Everyone saw him. But no, like, so,
Oof.
like, you're saying that, like, unless you see it with your own eyes, like, they'd have to walk down the street, like,
Yeah, like what? If,
science style, before you believed it.
So it's just like a tentacle monstrosity going down the street. I mean, this is this racist to go to the other side of the street and not interact with the tentacle monster?
Yeah, this seems pretty fake. I don't know, man.
I would. I mean, I might poop my pants, but I mean, I
Where
would.
did you get those tentacles? The costume store? What do I
Right?
even know?
I'm just
What's that famous costume store called? I
The
can't. Spirit
hentai
Halloween?
mart.
Spirit Halloween.
Spirit of Halloween. I'm
Spirit
just saying,
Halloween.
man. I wanna see something with my own eyes where I'm like,
Got
yo, I believe that. Where I'm like, I don't want to see a video of it. That's like I said, like obviously there's stuff where like people are in they're like the government's not necessarily denying that aliens exist either, which is like sort of, you know.
They kind of removed aliens from the conversation. They basically said we don't know necessarily what all these things
Well,
are.
yeah, I think the
so
fact
we
that
want to.
people are hiding it, I don't think they're hiding it necessarily. I mean, they might. I don't know, but
They're not hiding anything that's verifiable.
right, exactly. I think that's why people think that they're hiding it is because they can't verify it. So
Well,
it's
I think hiding it would be the smart play. Like,
what
because
would
imagine like the mass panic that would possibly ensue.
a lot of people. I think like I
We'll
think
just
a good
stop caring.
portion. I think a
24
lot.
hour news cycle, baby.
I think
True.
like a good portion of people believe in aliens anyway, so it's not like,
Yeah.
you're gonna get mass hysteria like, hey, I'm personally more worried about like global warming than I am about aliens, dude. Like, I'll be real with you. Anyway, yeah. So like, did
Keep on trucking.
Yeah, you could have a Day the Earth Stood Still situation where Keanu comes to stop global warming. That's like 2 birds with 1
Shit.
stone.
that would be pretty cool.
Aliens just show up. Yo, I noticed your planet's fucked. Can you help?
Yeah, I mean, if they were cool about it,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I'm on the same boat as all of you. I mean, mathematically, I can't see how we're the only life in the universe. That would be stupid to me. That would be, I don't like, that wouldn't make sense. So yeah, I mean, there's probably life out there somewhere. What it is and what it means, I have no idea. I mean, it's kind of a we're I feel like we're unfortunately we have that same kind of like, big fish in a small pond effect where like, we don't know what's out there. So that can be good and that can be bad.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
what's out there could
they
be
could just
good.
roll up and like vaporize us.
No,
You
what's
know?
out there could be not great. So I don't know. Like, I mean, I hope the universe is a cool place, but maybe it isn't. There's a great set of books by a Chinese author, I think Lu Qingzhen, called the Dark Forest trilogy that talks about it, where it's just like, nope, standard operating procedure in the universe is if you see someone else, you blow them up because you don't want to compete for resources. So it's like, oh well, that kind of sucks.
And we do like our
Um,
resources.
yeah, I know, right? Our one planet. But and yeah, I mean, there's the Expanse's take on it, which seems to be similar. Although we don't really know much about the other races in the Expanse, which is a cool book series. There's a Star Trek take on it, where like a lot of races are generally neutral, and that works out good because you can build a cool space federation and go out and hang out with other alien peeps.
Prime Directive,
Yeah.
baby.
That's the
Men
universe
in
I want
Black
to live
take
in.
on it.
Hell yeah.
But you never know. You don't know what it is.
Prime Directive.
And then I mean, like like all of these assume, there's the human level of intelligence is the highest quote unquote level of intelligence in the universe,
I
which
hope not.
I doubt. So, but I mean, like that's almost what scares me too. Is like what would
Have you seen reality TV? It's definitely
yeah, it's true. All right, for real. What would a level of intelligence like magnitudes higher than ours even look like? Like, would we even be able to fundamentally understand it? I mean, if you've seen Alex Garland's Annihilation, like the being they encounter in that is like reality warper cosmic level. Like, I wouldn't want one of those just like walking around New York, just warping reality by just walking around. So like, yeah, I mean, it's all kind of a bounce. But yeah, I don't know, man. I guess maybe we'll know in 50 years, maybe we'll know in 100 years. Who knows? If we're
Maybe we
still
won't
around.
know it all. We'll
I
probably all be
I
dead
like
before.
that you're assuming that we're gonna survive 50 years.
Hey, man,
That's
what you say?
optimistic. I like it.
I'm a sunny side up kind of guy, man. That's what it is. Glass half full. Glass half full
Yeah.
energy.
Glass completely empty.
Some of us will be around.
Not me, dude. Not at the rate I'm going.
True story. But some of us will. We'll see. But yeah, so the truth may be out there, is I guess what we're going with. And damn, the X-Files
sure.
was a good show, and I wish that a reboot actually took off, but sadly wasn't meant to
Wait,
happen.
did it get canceled?
Yeah, of course. Like they did that final like redo season or like final season, and like none of the original people wanted to stay on. And I think they tried to do like a quasi reboot with new people mid season, but everyone immediately hated that. Oh, plus the dude who writes the main story in X-Files can't write a good main story. That was always the problem with X-Files. Like the Monsters of the Week episodes are way better than the actual like overarching story.
Yeah.
So I would
That's
love a
true.
modern X-Files, but it wasn't meant to be.
I want to throw this out there real quick. You know, when I was a kid, I used to remember like my dad watching a bunch of horror movies, and then I realized as when I got older and I started watching reruns of the X-Files that it was just all X-Files episodes that I was watching. like
Yeah.
like I remember like watching like the first season of the X-Files. Like I rewatched a good chunk of it, and
It holds up, right?
well, it holds up, but also like all of the horror movies I thought I was watching was really just like X-Files
Yeah.
like episodes. And
Yeah, they're like micro B
Accurate.
movies.
I
In like
think
one episode.
I honestly think that they're like I used to have like a fear of aliens, and that's why, was because of that show. But yeah. Anyway, what's the next question, man?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we should be schmoving.
some of the best serial television in the 90s. But yeah, so moving along, the third and final question is kind of getting into the current event topics. Do you believe that Multiversus will be a smash killer? the alpha of Multiversus started this week. I've heard good things. I've heard bad things. I've heard middle things. But it does look fun. Looks like something I want to try. Yeah, I mean, we'll kind of start from there and kind of meme on whatever topics we have, I guess. But yeah, what do you guys think about Multiversus from what you've seen, if you've seen anything?
I don't think it's going to be a smash killer. I think people are hyping it up. I think it's going to be a lot like I think it's going to be a better version of like the Nickelodeon like Smash All-Star game. But I mean, I don't think it's going to I think that's a tall order for
I think you can kill Smash at this point. Smash is too big.
It's got too much of a legacy to be touched even right now. I mean,
Absolutely.
don't get me wrong, I think Batman's great and all, but
The only killing Smash would be able to do is to itself, and that's not gonna be anytime soon.
Yeah, no,
Considering there are people still playing Melee.
Yeah, I don't even think Masahiro Sakurai is going to be back for the next Smash. I really don't. But I don't know if this will be able to top it. I would honestly have to put my hands on it before I say anything. But I really don't think that it's going to even be able to touch Smash in the long run.
I mean, I think the free-to-play makes it interesting, right? Like,
Yeah.
the fact that everyone's going to be able to play it, I think it's going to get a lot of people in the door on it. But if the gameplay is not as fun or as clean as Smash, then yeah, I mean, they're going to lose a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, here mechanically, it's going to be different. Like, there's no block button, apparently.
It's no block button?
Nope, there's no block button. Apparently,
fuck?
there's not a whole lot of hit stop. I think it's kind of built for around that 2v2, so people were saying that like people's character like move sets felt a little small, because it's more about like the two character combo attacks versus like the like individual 1v1 play, which I know is kind of the bread and butter of most competitive Smash.
Wombo combo.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you think about it, Quintessence?
Well, okay, so I don't really like the whole, oh, is this the X killer like kind of thing? Like, why can't they just coexist? Fundamentally, they're both platform fighters, right?
Yep.
But they're different games.
Yep.
Like Multiversus, 2v2 focus, free to play, rollback netcode, cross platform. They got like the holy trinity thing
They
going
do,
on.
which I think is
And
gonna
just
make it
on that
popular
alone,
on
it
that.
should succeed. As long as like they keep, releasing content, they keep patching bugs, balancing the game, etc.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait to play as LeBron.
Wait, don't tell. Like, I hope you're fucking joking about that.
He might be in the game. We don't know for sure.
Hopefully, Algae Rhythm is also in the game too.
Yeah, I'd play as Dodgy
No information on
before I play
him.
as LeBron. Real talk. Algorithm probably got like mad powers, bro.
He do. I would totally play
Yeah,
as Algae Rhythm though.
I don't think anything can really be a Smash killer. Smash is too big. Smash is too popular. Smash has too much reach to like really be touched. And even then, these games can coexist, and they should coexist.
I mean, Smash needs some competition.
Well, I mean, Smash not only needs competition, but it needs someone to force them to do all the things that Multiversus is doing. Like,
Yeah,
I
mean,
minus the cross-platform.
Think about Smash. Smash is like, like old school Japanese developers, right? Like they don't care about the fancy schmancy rollback netcode, right? They're like, oh yeah, if you want to play a good game, good experience, you just sit on the couch with your buddy and play, right? We're lucky it has online.
Yeah, and barely functional online at that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, it could be worse.
Could be Brawls Online.
Yeah, it could be Brawls Online.
Rip.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I think
game looks fun.
Yeah, game does look fun.
It does look fun, yeah.
Free to play fighting game, cross-platform. You can play with any of your homies, no matter what console they're on. Rollback. I think it's gonna be a really good time. I think a lot of people are gonna play it just because they're gonna sit down with their friends on the weekend. It's like, hey, You want to play the Smash-like game? Because not everyone owns a Switch.
I want to
Not
see the
everyone owns a Switch.
monetization.
I do too. I wonder what it's going to be. Is it going to be skins? Is it going to be character packs?
It's probably gonna be like the KO effects, intro effects, taunts most
Voice
likely,
packs? Yeah.
voice packs,
Yeah.
like announcer type packs is
But
what I
even
mean
then,
by
that would
that.
be cool. I love the idea.
Yeah.
Like a Rick and Morty announcer pack. Because they own Rick and Morty too.
And
They
you'll
own
probably
Rick
have to
and Morty.
unlock characters too, I'm guessing.
Maybe, yeah. No, you do have to unlock characters. You don't start with everybody.
You know what I'm most
yeah.
excited about though is this game has voice acting.
It
It
does.
does have voice acting.
Unlike Nickelodeon.
I mean, you know,
Awkward
not every
ass
game
fucking
can
Hey man, they were balling on a budget, okay? They only had that AA budget. They didn't have that AAA budget.
It's true.
it's ridiculous, like the quality difference, like with the animations and such between Multiversus and Nickelodeon
Oh
Brawl.
yeah, it looks so much better.
Like
Yeah.
Nickelodeon Brawl looks like a shitty like little mobile game with like jank ass animations,
Yeah,
and
Jank-ass, like,
Multiversus actually looks like the closest thing we've had to Smash.
Yeah.
It's definitely not on Smash's level with the animations, like not even close, but they're trying.
It's definitely like night and day, like when a company is willing to invest, what a company isn't.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not gonna lie, I still haven't seen a character that I wanna play in that game yet. I mean, I see a lot of
Multiversus?
multiverse. I've seen cool characters and everything, but like nothing where I'm like, yep, I'm playing that character day one. You know?
Oh, that's fair.
I just wonder how close Arya is to like the Marth archetype. Like, was she put in the game specifically to be like a Marth clone, or like does she
Probably.
actually have like a different kind of move? I mean, even then, that's not a bad thing though. Like, that's Marth is a cool moveset.
Yeah, Martha's cool.
But yeah,
every Smash type character, you know, needs that Marth type character.
For real. But I don't know. I'll probably play as Batman. Shaggy looks fun.
Earth that Ultra Instinct Shaggy is real now.
It is
sort of like it's kind of like a mix between the Mystery Incorporated Scooby Doo episode and Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely has like a Super Saiyan charge mode where like
he does
charge up and do like a Ultra Instinct attack, which is pretty cool. But yeah,
it's weird.
I
mean,
weird.
it's fun. It's fun that they leaned into the memes, and apparently, like Shaggy is the like the absolute balance level that they want to have for the game. Like, if you want a balanced character, it's Shaggy. Apparently, like he's gonna be like the core power level.
He's gonna be like the Ryu of the game.
Mario.
Not really, no, because Ryu's always been under or overtuned in like the grand scheme of Street Fighter.
I thought in 4 he was pretty middle of the pack. Like 5, yeah, like 5 they never really figured out what he needed to have for his kit.
Well, what he means
in Championship Edition, they definitely figured out Ryu.
Well, they just added a shit ton of moves till he was overtuned. But
yeah, exactly.
You want to call that figuring it out? I don't know if that's figuring it out.
I think what he means is playstyle. Ryu, the basically the entire idea of Street Fighter is built around the way
the Shoto
plays. Yeah, it's built around the Shoto.
Really yeah, well, means. I'm talking balance, like power scales. Okay. They say Shaggy is like the balanced character. Like all character strength is based off of Shaggy. Oh, you're stronger than Shaggy? You're most likely overtuned. Oh, you're weaker than Shaggy? You're undertuned.
Gotcha.
That's the kind of thing they said they were going with.
Interesting. I wonder how they determine
Which is a weird metric, but it's whatever.
Do they have like the AIs fight each
other? Yeah, this character's about 1.25 Shaggies, so we're gonna have to pull it down a bit.
On the absolute Shaggy metric.
Yeah.
ASM. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested in it. I'll definitely play it when it comes out.
Yep. Like, I mean, there's no reason not to. It's free.
Yeah, free, exactly.
Right. Free
on everything, free, rollback. They got me. They got me right by the balls. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's got everything I want in a fighting game, at least to try it out.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so hilariously enough, did you guys hear about Velma's ult? That was the other thing that people were memeing about lately.
I have not actually.
So Velma has the ultimate Karen mode ult. where basically her power is that if she gets enough evidence, which a lot of characters in this game have like stacking effects, like Taz Tasmanian has like a pepper effect, or like he stacks it, you turn into a chicken. Her stacking effect is if she gets enough evidence on you, she calls the cops. And then like a police car comes on stage and like grabs you and like tries to drag you off stage.
That's pretty great,
So
actually.
yeah, it is the ultimate Karen power that Velma has. And not only that, but like I don't think she has any like physical punch attacks. Like she just like says word bubbles of sass, like the literal word sass, and they fly at you and hit you. So
OP.
so she's embodying the sassy white lady memes. And I'm here for it. I might definitely play as Velma. That sounds very entertaining. So
Hmm.
That'll be pretty
yes,
cool.
Velma can call the cops on you, confirmed. But yeah, so uh there's that. Last but not least, they announced that they're doing a 100K prize pool for Evo. This to me blows me away, because
It's a
again,
good
the
start.
game's not even gonna be out yet. There's already giving me a 100K prize pool, which is a bigger pool than most games that have been out for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I
Or
mean, it
longer.
seems like they're actually trying, right? Like
Yeah,
they
it does.
want this game to be a success.
Yeah, which is besides maybe like Another Realm, kind of night and day from how most other companies treat their games. And Street Fighter, of course, but they have their own kind of championship series. But yeah, I mean that's a huge prize pool for a game that's not even going to be out by the time Evo happens. Um, the coolest thing about this is it's going to be a top 32 payout, where most fighting game tournaments are top 8.
Top
Now, of
30.
course, this is going to be like a team-based tournament, so of course the money's going to be split up even more because I think it's going to be 2v2. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
There's
essentially
gonna be
they're
like
paying
no
out.
money in this, actually.
Yeah, I know, right? But still, I mean, it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like, if you
Everybody
show up
gets a
and play,
dollar.
if you show up and play and make top 16, you're still getting money. Versus in a lot of old tournaments, like you knew that if you weren't
Gonna
making like
grab an
top
energy
10, you
drink. I'll be
weren't
right
making
back.
anything. So, or if you weren't making top 8, you weren't making anything. So, like, I'd like
Yeah.
to see more tournaments actually broaden their payouts. Just because, again, you know what I mean. What's the motivation for players to like fly out to tournaments? Or even like drive out if they don't live that far, if they can't even at least break even on like bus fare, you know what I mean?
Some
Like,
old school Smash road trip shit.
yeah, I mean, like if we want fighting games ever to like get out of poverty status, then like I think like higher payouts and wider payouts would definitely be a better thing to have.
I mean,
But
we have a
yeah,
lot of changes we need to make to bring fighting games forward, but
mainstream, 100%.
whatever.
But I mean, hopefully we get there. Fighting games is a great thing, as James
Yeah.
Chen once said.
I just wish they weren't the most expensive games.
For content, absolutely. I mean, unless you like battling the computer on repeat, yeah. Story wise, you're
Cheers.
getting almost nothing. But it is what it
Cheers.
is. Uh,
Cheers.
salute. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll definitely watch this tournament when Evo happens. I'd be interested to see what high level play, even though the game won't be out, so it'll really be like mid level play. Looks like around
Yeah.
I think August or whatever Evo is. But yeah. So that is rounding out the questions for this week. And now we can move on to the current events.
Woo!
And yeah, just right at roughly an hour. So that's hour plus. That was kind of on my expectation. But yeah, I mean, essentially, big thing for current events this week. The biggest news was TV news. Uh, Literally like TV coming like next week or within the next like month and a half. Kenobi, literally next week. Like 5 days on the 27th. Stranger Things season 4 part 1, also on the 27th. That's going to be part 1 because I think it's going to be episode 1 out of 7. Basically, I think what they're doing with part 2 of season 4 is that's going to come out in July. And it's only going to be 2 episodes, but each of those episodes are going to be 2 hours long. So, holy shit, that's a lot of Stranger Things.
Yep.
That's like some fucking mini movie status, right there.
Well, yeah, but the last season was short.
Yeah, I mean, compared to this, yeah, it would be. And of course, they've had a little extra time to film because of COVID. Like, it's been what, like, I think what 3-4 years since the last season
Yeah.
came out.
Kids are gonna be in college.
Yeah, basically at this age, kids are gonna be on like their first kid by the time we're fucking out of this.
You could be like, "Holy smokes, guys, we gotta do this! Holy smokes, guys, we gotta do this!"
Yeah, it's what it's gonna feel like. But yeah, I mean, essentially, I think that's almost where it starts. Like the kids are now gonna be in high school, right at the start of this. Yeah, we're just kind of move from there. I'm pretty excited for it. As I said, I don't know if they'll be able to recapture the magic, because it's been a little bit. I really, really like season 3. Oddly enough, season 3 was my favorite season. But
I like
I'm
season
kind
3.
yeah, I'm the type that really likes kind of like over the top surreal action, and that's where season 3 was really hitting for me. It was very 80s in that way, where shit was just kind of over the top bonkers. But that's kind of what I'm here for. And I don't know if season 4 is going to have the same vibe. That's one thing you can definitely say about Stranger Things. Each season kind of changes its vibe. But
For better or worse.
for better or worse, absolutely. But I like season 3 the most. So I mean, for me, it was for the better.
Mine's still
But
season 1 for sure. I
really,
liked the horror aspect that they created. Yeah, like
it was
not
okay.
really showing like the monster really
Yeah.
added more for me.
Hmm.
I
Because
can
then when it
see
was
that.
finally like revealed, it was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I can see that. I just thought it was a little dry. I don't know.
It
Like
was
I
more
wanted more.
scary not knowing what was after you.
I always agree that that's good writing. Is don't show too much of the monster if you want to make it scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Things are scarier by implication than they are by actually seeing them a lot of times. But yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Season 1 was just kind of boring for me. I don't know why. I still think I like season 2 a
Oh
little bit
man.
better.
Fair.
Yeah. So last 2 shows that are coming up within the next month or
Wait.
so.
Before we move on, what do you think about Drake being the main villain of this season?
Drake who?
The rapper Drake.
Drake and Josh. You motherfucker. Yo,
Wow.
it's so fucking dark, bro. No, so like even more weird. I think Millie Bobby Brown. So I don't want to know this, but she is now 18. And what's even weirder
Nice.
is that I'm not saying she's pulling a Miley Cyrus, but like she did a segment on I think Jimmy Fallon or Kimmel the other day. I don't know. They're both Jimmys. They blend together. I don't care. But she went in this like weird, really tight, like skin tight purple thing, and it was very showy, and it made I don't know, like do you, girl? You're an adult now, but it was like, brah, like I don't know if this is how you want to start your career. It was a little
Yeah, but
like,
she has to show she's an adult.
yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
I would say that's like to me that's like classic Hollywood cringe, or like you don't need to like. We get you're 18 now, like you don't need to like just like make
Happens
it a
all the
thing.
time.
Yeah.
Yo, this trailer shows so much. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, no,
I only
that's what I'm
watched a
saying,
little
like,
bit of it because I was like,
the
oh, never mind. This is just spoilerinos.
It's showing
no,
way too much, yeah.
I watched the whole Stranger Things season 4 trailer, and I was like, bruh, like I don't want to know what the monster looks like. Why did you show it to me?
Yeah, I'm
And
glad I
they
didn't
do
really
that.
watch it.
So like I would say if you want to go into season 4 without spoilers, don't watch it because it's literally like
For sure.
rather than like let you kind of enjoy something for what it is, they're like, well, it's been 3 years, we need to tell them everything that's going on.
Everything.
And it's like, yeah,
Honestly, that goes for most trailers these days. Trailers are very spoiler heavy.
Yeah.
In general.
All right, so I guess sorry. Other than the Drake thing,
yeah,
I guess
mean,
we can move on.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Okay, you got
like,
your little joke in there. It's
I
cool.
would not be surprised if Drake's trying to slide into those DMs right now, unfortunately, and that makes it even worse. Because yeah, I will gag throw up a
Okay.
little bit. But yeah, I mean, dude, if real talk, like if we lived in a true meme timeline, if Drake actually Drake can't act. If he actually showed up as a villain in the show,
it's gonna
like
happen.
that might make it the best show ever. Like things that are like self-aware like that, like if a show achieves consciousness, I'd be all about it. But yeah, so Stranger Things season 4 is coming out next week. Kenobi's coming out next week. Coming out at the beginning of next month. You got The Boys season 3, and you got Umbrella Academy, also season 3, coming out at the end of June. what are your opinions on these shows, guys? Like, are you big fans of any of them? Or are you gonna watch any of them when they come out?
Well, I've only seen season 1 and like half of season 2 of The Boys because I'm slow watching it, very slow watching it.
Yep.
I should probably finish it, but I've enjoyed The Boys.
Yep.
The Boys is good. I don't think it's like super amazing. Like I think it's a little overrated, but it happens.
Got it.
Kind of riding that like dark superhero hype train right now, I suppose.
It is, but they're like, it's not just that they're dark; it's that they're shitty people, which I think is more realistic. Which is what I kind of like about it. Like,
but we
like,
see that still, right? Like,
I don't know. I think like we've seen super villains, but like, I think even with like a lot of like stereotypical like DC or Marvel shows, like you get the archetypical villains that are just villains based on like dumb reasons rather than just being shitty people. Which is why I like The Boys, because like just the characters are just shitty people. That's what kind of makes it more entertaining.
Can I also just point out
more-
the fact that
More realistic, I should say.
sorry, August, I didn't interrupt you, but I can only watch What If Superman Was Evil so many fucking times before I just get bored of it. Let's point that out real quick. Anyway, my bad.
I mean,
So,
that's
like-
fair. Homelander is evil Superman with mommy issues.
But the mommy issues, bro, it's so, like, literally in the new trailer, there's a scene of him like milking a cow and smiling, and you're just like, that boy ain't right. So like it's just the fact that it's so over the top. I'm here for it. It just makes it.
I mean, I'm gonna finish season 2 and then watch season 3. It's gonna happen. So whatever.
But yeah, I mean,
Sorry, I like the idea that they're bringing in like a Captain America like character, but he's like racist. Like that's like their take on Captain America. They're like, what if Captain America was actually from that timeline? Like, and then they're like doing like a twisted version of him. I think that's kind of hilarious.
I mean, season 2 was like, what if Supergirl was a Nazi? I mean, there's a lot of other like I think great like micro character breakdowns they've done each season.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like The Boys. I like The Boys a lot. It's I would say it's probably my favorite superhero show out right now, because each episode like just it does that line of being funny, yet action oriented, yet also a drama at the same time. Like it does all of those things well. It's both, you know, kind of scary because you never know if like Homelander is just gonna snap and like murder everyone around him. Not to mention, you know, the other superheroes on this team, you know, can kill people almost as easily. And then, it's got the comedy elements and that the situations they have. Like, I think season 2, they had to fight a dude that literally had like a prehensile penis. Like, like one of the characters almost got choked out by like, like it's like
I haven't got to that point yet.
It's like some Star Wars tentacle shit. Well, sorry. I thought that was in pretty early in the season, but
it's wow, that's a lot.
it's a thing that happens.
Yeah, the show likes to go fucking places. That's for sure.
That show does like to go fucking places,
especially fucking.
Yeah, but I mean, there was this. Yeah, I mean, there's a scene in like season 1 of The Boys that's like, bruh, like, homies probably be wishing She-Hulk would do that to them, but we'll get there later. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just really like The Boys. It's probably my favorite superhero show on TV, and I'm sad that it's only in season 3. But I mean, I've enjoyed each season so far.
I mean, at least it's not Invincible. Still on season 1.
We're getting there. They apparently started production.
Yeah, it's just slow, real slow.
Yep. And the thing about that is that's probably going to take what, like 5 seasons. So like if we're waiting as long as we're waiting, it's gonna be like 2030 by the time I finish it.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. But yeah, Umbrella Academy. Yeah, Umbrella Academy's good. I don't know if any of you guys have watched it.
I have. I'm actually all caught up on Umbrella Academy. I really enjoy it.
Okay, I was about to ask. Like, do you guys actually like Umbrella Academy?
I have not watched.
What? Oh,
I'm sorry. I haven't watched The Boys at all, and I haven't actually. I've only seen the first season of Umbrella Academy.
Oh, the second season was actually a lot better for Umbrella Academy.
Second season was really good. I 100% agree.
it kind of like found its footing better in the second season,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I
wow.
think it really hit its stride.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that.
And it made me really excited, like the way the season 2 ended for season 3.
I mean, 5 is the best character, but I mean that's easy.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Just shout outs to like old man in young child's energy body stories, because that shit is just too fucking funny. Like a little kid with old man energy is possibly the funniest concept in the world.
Well, that happens when you're living 2 lives basically.
Yeah,
Lifetimes, that
but
is.
yeah, for real, for real. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, if you haven't watched Umbrella Academy, go watch it. Anybody. I
Yeah,
don't want to ruin the plot to you, but like, there's a
it's one of
reason
the
that.
few really good shows on Netflix
Yeah, I would say it's in
that
the
actually, gets episodes,
yep, it's easily in the top 3 best shows on Netflix.
which is
But
surprising.
yeah, it is, because you would think Netflix would have better content, but as I said, they
Yeah.
like to burn money on things that aren't good and then complain about it.
Right.
True.
But yeah, so next, but not least, basically, I kind of set this segment up for you contestants. We talked a little bit
Oh,
about
did
it
you?
earlier.
What do we got here?
But
Oh, Anime Corner.
this is Quintessence's anime corner. And
So it is.
yeah, I mean, basically, we have the 2 main announcements, and then you could just go crazy. But I'll let you cover both of the announcements and talk about what you want to talk about.
Okay, fair enough then. All right, well, so what do we got here? We have okay. So we have another trailer for Dragon Ball Superheroes. And well, I don't really gel with like the animation style they've decided to
Really?
employ.
I was feeling it. I was like, that looks gorgeous.
It
Like, don't
looks
get me wrong.
really
I miss the original DBZ
it
art.
looks really just like off. Like
Yeah.
something's just off about it. But
It
I
looks
love
very
how
PG. Yeah.
it seems to be the focus of Gohan and Piccolo just being awesome together.
Yep.
Always a fan of that. And there's other than that, there's not too terribly much to talk about. It's another Android story, and Red Ribbon Army's just like going ham.
There,
Gohan gets to shine, Piccolo gets to shine. We've seen a little bit of Goku, but he doesn't seem to be like a big player for the movie.
so this is actually gonna be a sequel to the Broly movie. Obviously.
Well, the Broly movie is canon.
Yep.
So is
This
this going to be canon? I assume this is going to be canon.
somehow it's gonna be canon, even though like Dragon Ball is technically in the manga is already past. Well, no, wait. The manga hasn't even touched Broly yet. So it's a little confusing, but how do I put it? This movie is gonna have it's gonna be a love letter to Gohan. I don't
Finally, he needs one.
I don't necessarily want to spoil too much about it, but it's gonna be really cool what they do.
It's gonna be really cool.
I
He's gonna get some kind of power up. He's
Uh-huh.
gonna just blow some shit out of the water and be like, "Damn, Gohan, you're cool again."
well there's
Yeah, have you seen a script or something of this already? Or
Yeah, right.
So,
Hello?
So I mean, well, I mean, since I basically run like a Dragon Ball like TikTok for the most part,
his cousin is Akira Toriyama.
Right.
I kind of like take in a lot of information that I don't really mean to. So, there is gonna be a returning villain in this movie that it's gonna be really cool to see them again.
Oh,
Yeah, they're gonna be a returning villain.
well, when I
Oh.
think Gohan and returning villain, there's only one villain I think of. But okay.
Yep, there's gonna be a returning villain, and also it's gonna be interesting because they're gonna have. I mean, in the trailer, they've shown that Goku's actually training with Broly. And Vegeta, Broly, and Goku are training together in with like Whis and Beerus. So there's gonna be that whole side story. not only that, but they're actually they're gonna do a time jump. So Goten and Trunks are actually gonna be Teen Goten and Trunks. They're not gonna be kids anymore, which everyone has wanted forever.
Yeah.
So
Well, they would have to since we have Pan being so old.
which we're also gonna see a return of Gotenks. They've hinted
Oh,
at
we
that.
are.
Yep, there's gonna be a return of Gotenks.
Okay. That's pretty neat.
In the
Do you think-
post. What's that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think I mean, this is a total thing that won't happen.
Sure.
But do you think we'd ever get to see new Brawly fight old Brawly? Because I would love that.
Probably not. But
I don't see how we could.
I
but
mean,
it'd be fun.
maybe you never know.
New Broly's a lot stronger than old Broly. Like
He is, yeah.
a lot.
I forgot about the power scaling in DBZ.
The power scaling is fucked.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, fair enough.
The other idea is that like Broly himself is going the possibility of him becoming the god of destruction is also it's pretty possible because technically Goku and Vegeta are both training to possibly become the god of destruction. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
It seems like they're setting up for Vegeta to be the god of destruction.
They're kind of trying to get it
based on my knowledge of Dragon Ball and what people have said about the manga. It's looking like Vegeta is lining up to be the god of destruction.
Well, there's also there's an overarching story where that I don't know if you guys know this, but it was Beerus that told Frieza to blow up planet Vegeta. So that's an entire that's going to be a confrontation in the future that they're going to kind of have to flesh out somehow. So
or not.
I mean, I don't know. They kind. I mean, again, it is Dragon Ball Z, so they could either take it completely seriously or not serious at all. That's just how it is. But I will say that this is gonna be one giant fan service to everyone. Because basically what they're doing is that they've heard what people wanted from Dragon Ball, and especially with the Tournament of Power, and they were kind of building up to Gohan having some kind of an arc. Because they want him to be an important character again. Because, a lot of people are mad that they kind of, tossed him off to the side during the Buu Saga, and, when Frieza came back, he got his ass kicked, and,
Well, people wanted him tossed aside at first.
Yeah.
According to, the major popularity polls, literally, Akira Toriyama's yeah, no, Goku's done being the hero, and Gohan's going to be the hero now. And everyone's like, no, everyone hates that. Oh.
Yeah, but fans hate change. So, I mean, that's just sometimes you got to tell them to suck it up.
Well, also...
he wanted to shift Gohan to being the hero, and nobody wanted that.
Yeah, you also have to think,
he probably took it as, oh, people just don't like Gohan. Let me just shaft this character for the next, 10 years.
Well, let's look at it like this. So, when that had come out, he didn't want to make the Buu Saga, and so I don't think he expected to leave it off like Goku's gone, okay, Gohan takes over, and then that's the end of the story, right? And so then he had to make a story with Gohan involved, and people didn't like that. But also, what's the first thing that they did with Gohan when they brought him back? They made him fucking Great Saiyaman, and nobody likes Great Saiyaman, okay? In Super,
they turned him into a joke character, basically.
They did, and even in Super, they shit all over him, every chance they got.
Yeah. Well, I've transcended Mystic. No, you haven't, Gohan, shut up.
I mean, that's probably what's gonna happen in the movie. So, I mean...
Probably, yeah, well, finally.
Well,
I thought it would happen in Tournament of Power, but no such luck.
Well, remember, before the Tournament of Power 2, he's like, I'm not gonna follow your path, Dad. I'm gonna do my own thing of Super Saiyan. I'm gonna follow my own path. Yeah. And then, essentially, that's
he said he's not gonna use Super Saiyan. But then when you see him in Super Saiyan in the movie, and you're like, wait a second, Gohan, what about your path?
Well, I think
He
he's.
was like, "Fuck the path, I gotta fight."
So what I think's gonna happen?
Yo, I heard Super Saiyan's a power multiplier.
What I think's gonna happen is I think that he's gonna wind up becoming something like a Super Saiyan Rage, like like.
God, I hope not. Ugh.
Well, I mean, look at the way that Trunks went, because he did the same training that Gohan did with the unlocking the potential, and so it's very possible.
Well, Gohan's had his potential unlocked twice.
So, like, I find the funniest thing I find about the whole Gohan character is that he's almost like the Iron Giant. Like, he's the biggest reluctant hero in the storybooks.
Mhm.
Or in the saga, in that, like, all he wants to do is, like, pull a guile. He just wants to go home, be a family man, use his degree to teach. But all this, like, literally, like, every other episode, it's like, well, someone's gonna come to blow up the world, so I gotta go save the world. So
Yeah.
it's very kind of like Superman-esque, in a sense. In that, like, he has the alter ego, or I guess it's different from Superman, but, like, to him, his alter ego is very important to him. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I mean. Like, he can't just let the world get blown up. So
Well,
it's kind of funny. Like, he's got to put
His daughter and wife are on that world.
yeah,
Exactly.
that was his whole motivating factor for, like, fighting again, was because he realized, he's like, well, I have a family now. I can't just stand back and let people destroy the universe. I have to fight for my family.
Yeah.
And so that's
which
why.
Which is a good arc if it were well written. I just don't know if Dragon Ball Z writes it well.
Well, it's
Tournament of Power was okay.
It's
It
okay.
wasn't fantastic. It had missteps, but it was fine. The ending was awesome. I loved the ending. Bombastic.
You also have to look at it like this. Like, Tournament of Power is basically just, like, the beginning of Gohan, like a hint at Gohan having an arc. It's kind of the beginning of it. It's not, it's all leading up to this movie.
It also introduces, like, the multiverse, so he can play around with a bunch of other characters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, and he could also be like, oh, I can bring back Saiyans. Like, we can have more Saiyans now, and just dumb stuff like that. But yeah, man, I'm really excited for this movie. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna go see it in theaters when it comes out.
I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I have hopes. The animation still looks spotty to me, but I don't know. I'm hopeful.
I really want to see how Piccolo gets his new form. I'm interested to see how that works. I know people
finds
don't
another
like it.
Namekian to fuse with.
Probably, yeah. Has some kind of inner dialogue with Kami and Nail. I don't know. But yeah,
yo, guys, we suck. We gotta get better.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, what was so I guess, was there anything else you wanted to drop on the?
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man trailer.
So, like, I've heard a bunch of good things about Chainsaw Man. I've heard it's like that next new hotness. What's your opinion on it as a guy who stays, like, more dialed into the whole anime thing?
Okay, so personally, I have not read Chainsaw Man. However, many people in, like, my anime circle have, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be, like, the best thing since Jujutsu Kaisen." So, like, they're super hyped for it. The trailer looks interesting. It's a very bare bones trailer. Like, you don't really see too terribly much, but literally everyone I know that has read the manga is ridiculously hyped. And it has a strong studio behind it with Mappa.
Yeah, no, I really
so you know the animation's gonna be just like a banger as long as they actually get a budget.
Based on the trailer I watched, I was really impressed with the animation, so I'm definitely down for how it looks. I hope it's better than Jujutsu Kaisen, because, like, I wasn't super feeling it, but it doesn't make it bad. It's just that, like, I've seen.
I really liked Jujutsu Kaisen, but I did feel it was once again overrated. It feels like the latest shonen hotness just kind of gets blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
Like, My Hero started out strong.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of been on a decline with, like, some peaks still, but mostly just kind of meandering around.
As someone who's been, like, into anime for, like, 20 plus years now, it's like, yeah, like these new shonens just feel like old shonens with better art. There wasn't anything there to be
Maybe.
like,
I don't know.
this is
I
really
feel
good.
like Demon Slayer is still like doing extremely well,
The
like
thing about
with
Demon
regards
Slayer
to
is
like the
like,
plot, the
yeah,
animation,
yeah.
all
Well,
the
I mean, the
characters are pretty good.
thing about Demon
Even
Slayer,
Zenitsu's like tolerable. We take those.
yeah. I think the best part about Demon Slayer is it's just fun at the end of the day. Whereas I think
It is.
some of the other ones try too hard and they kind of lose kind of the fun element because of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm
What's going
excited.
on?
The art looks great. For Chainsaw Man. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm here
Apparently
for
the
it.
story's really good too, so
Yeah,
that's a thing.
I'll probably check it out.
Characters are likable.
I hear it's kind of lewd, which I wonder how they'll handle on like,
Yeah,
uh
there's some booba apparently and
well, not
such,
just that,
but
but like some, like other stuff too. So I'm interested to see how they'll handle that.
I
But
said booba and such.
oh,
It's
move
a
inside. Oh, it's a
wide-reaching.
window. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, I'm here for it. I'll check it out. I like as I said, I like violent action shows that are good, and that's what I feel like this is gonna be. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'll check that out. But yeah,
Yeah,
did you have any
I think it's
other
worth
like
checking out.
anime hot tips, anime notes for the week, anything like that?
No, not in particular. Just watch Spy Family. Spy Family's just it's so good.
For the third week in a row, Quintessence has
I
recommended
keep
Spy
saying it
Family.
until people watch it.
God damn. I guess I gotta watch it then.
Exactly, you
I will.
do.
I think I'm gonna wait till it's all out and then binge it. But I do really want to watch it.
That's fair. I don't really feel like it's a binge show, but yeah, it's fine.
Alright, so I guess we should move on to
Exactly. Breezels gets it. Spy Family is too good. It's too precious and funny.
Fair enough.
I'll
The
sing
Anya,
the praises.
yeah. The like the Anna Hay memes are pretty funny. Like
Yeah.
just like her little like cartoon face.
Oh, there was actually one more. There
Yep.
was one more.
Oh no.
Your boy Kong Ming is
Ah,
actually turning
yes.
out to be a good show.
Yep. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think I was looking at the rankings and I think it's gone up since last week.
Watching like a general from like the Three Kingdoms like basically direct a war on other pop idols is kind of amazing.
What is going on with my
Yeah, I think it was like towards the bottom last week and now it's at like 8th. Well, no, it went down a little bit, but I mean this is just it's still in the top 10.
It'll fluctuate wildly. Other than Spy Family, that'll just stick at the top forever.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, I mean, I think 1, 2 are Spy Family and like Kaguya, Love is War. Your
Yeah,
boy
I've still
Kong Ming is
never
8.
seen that.
And then Love After World Domination is 7, which I think we talked about earlier.
Yep, that's the Toku one.
Yep, Shield Hero is 9, and Executioner Wildlife is 6. But yeah, I mean, you can find
Oh,
that.
Executioner moved up to 6.
Yep.
Yep. Nice.
But yeah, you can find that on the additional links. We won't go through the whole list right now.
Yeah, no,
But,
that's
Right.
cool. But yeah, that
perfectly
is
good.
the first inaugural episode of Quintessence's Anime Corner. Thank you.
Yeah, not the strongest start, but we'll get there.
It's a
Don't
start.
It's a start. But yeah, so are we trying to push till just 8, or are we trying to go a little bit longer than that? Because we can kind of trim as needed.
Um
I think
guys wanna go to at least
8's a good
8:30?
stopping point.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to
think-
stop? You want to stop at 8?
Well, what do you guys want to do?
I want to at least try to go.
It's
to
not
8:30.
just me, so
Yeah.
I'll keep going
I
if
wanna-
you guys want to keep going. I
Yeah.
figure we got
Okay,
some more
sure.
more to cover.
All right. Yeah, no, we got some tasty ones still.
Yeah, we still got some tasty ones. So I feel like at least 8:30. But yeah. So next topic. The Marvel trailers and upfronts were this past week. What an upfront is basically it's where like a TV network tries to sell advertising space to advertisers. So it's like it's telling people like what shows are going to come out. That way advertisers can buy their space or whatever. But yeah, essentially Marvel announced Loki season 2. Pretty sure everyone, that's not a surprise to anyone. Everyone pretty much expected that based on how the first season ended.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished season 1.
It's good. It's real good. Last episode's probably my favorite.
It just wasn't really hooking me. I'll probably give it another shot, but
Apparently, it was the most watched of all the Marvel shows, which kind of surprised me. But I mean, I enjoyed it. So
well, it seemed like the highest quality.
it did seem really good.
Like
I'd say
I've watched at least a little bit of
Yeah.
all of them so far, and Loki did seem like the highest quality.
I
Like
think it
I
was-
finished Moon Knight because
Yeah.
we had to for the stuff.
Yeah,
We
I
had
know.
to. I guess.
Really,
Boy,
that's how I
I'm the
felt.
only one who liked Moon
No,
Knight.
it was-
Jesus.
It was okay.
It was
It's
okay.
just
It was
if I was
okay.
watching it normally, I probably wouldn't have finished it.
If I could cut the middle episodes out of the show, I would have liked it more. If
Damn.
I could have dropped episode 3 and 4, I would have liked it. But it kind of just
Fair.
dragged a little bit.
If it wasn't named Moon Knight, I would have enjoyed it more.
But I would say Hawkeye was the best for my personal taste, but Loki probably would have been second place.
Hawkeye put me to sleep. Like
Really?
first episode,
It was just like one big long what's it called? Die
Nothing?
Hard. It was like Die Hard. It was like a kid's Die Hard.
I think it's being generous.
yeah, that was real fucking generous.
Kids Die Hard. That's definitely the vibe I got.
I personally thought, like, I enjoyed Hawkeye, but I think I feel like Hawkeye like you do for Moon Knight.
Oh,
That's so
damn.
surprising. I don't agree with that take, but okay, fair enough.
Dude, okay, first of all, what they did to the Kingpin, like, I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of here. You took a great character and you just shit all over him.
Why is the only good Kingpin in Spider-Verse?
What are you talking about?
How dare you sully Michael Clark Duncan's good name, bro?
What? First of all,
Black
fuck
Kingpin
you.
From the original Daredevil movie is amazing.
No, dude, no. I'm sorry. You lost
The
me.
original
Like Duncan-
Daredevil
No, have you
movie
seen
was
that last
done.
fight?
with
The
like
original
Bullseye.
2003 Daredevil movie.
I'm done.
The last Kingpin fight is amazing.
I'm done with
That's
you,
a,
man.
that's a great
It's
fight.
like dude, I don't. Wow, I don't even know you.
Rewatch that fight and tell me Kingpin's not scary.
I think your love for Michael Clark Duncan
It
has blinded you.
wasn't Kingpin.
Don't care. It was great. It was great.
I think
That's
personally,
You could have named him anyone else and be like, "Oh yeah, no, it was a cool
It's
fight.
great.
It was
What do
alright."
you mean it wasn't Kingpin? He was a big evil crime boss. That's Kingpin.
There's more to Kingpin than that.
Is there really?
Yes.
Do we care about the whole Vanessa thing? No. It's
Vanessa.
a spoof.
Oh,
We don't care
Jesus.
about his love for the Vanessa.
We
only
need to move
care
on before I get mad.
about how big he is. and
It's
how much
okay
he
to
can-
be wrong. It's all right. You're
You
fine.
guys just
It's
don't
okay.
understand.
No,
He
I get
doesn't
it.
have to be
Still what makes
big. He
Kingpin
just
fun.
has to have the Kingpin characteristics.
You don't-
Kingpin's a fucking genius for one.
Michael Clark Duncan was smart-ish in that movie. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
He did crime stuff. Okay,
Bro.
that's all that's required.
No one can deny
Okay.
that Michael Clark Duncan is awesome, but you can't tell me that Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin is a more fleshed out character.
It is a
It's a better
deeper
character.
written character.
Yes.
I wouldn't like honestly. So hot take. I'm not a huge fan of the way D'Onofrio acts Kingpin. It's a little,
You're crazy.
little boring to me.
You're fucking crazy.
No, man. That's
He is-
always how I felt. Even since I watched the original Daredevil, I'm like, okay, I
He
get
is
it, but
the
I'm-
best part of Daredevil.
no, Daredevil's the best part of Daredevil.
Nah. He's.
Charlie Cox is the best part of Daredevil.
I would
Followed by
disagree.
maybe Stick. Between Charlie Cox and Stick are the two best parts of Daredevil. And maybe Foggy.
Yeah, but without the Kingpin, you have no confrontation whatsoever.
I mean, I get that he's the villain of Daredevil, but to me, he's not the best part. Not even close.
Not,
He's
not
written
just
better-
Daredevil.
He's written better in Daredevil than he is in Hawkeye. But he's only in Hawkeye for like 3 scenes.
Yeah, and then they shoot him at the end.
Yeah, but like that happened in the comics. He got shot in the face. He survived. You know why? Because he's a fucking brick house.
Yeah, but then like he also fought like Haley
I think everyone's
Steinfeld,
mad
and
because of
then
the way Hawkeye ends.
And then it just became fucking Looney Tunes. Mind you, you're saying that Haley Steinfeld is better, like a better fighter than, I don't know, Daredevil? I don't think so. I don't think she holds her own.
Listen. Every now and then, you're having a bad day. You get caught lacking. Stuff happens. That's all I'm saying. That's what they caught Kingpin on a bad day.
I'm just saying, like, he could have like crushed her. Like it just.
But he wasn't trying to crush her because he liked Tom.
They took away all of the edge that he had, and all of like the I was not scared of him at all. I'm not scared of him.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to be scary in that one. He was just trying to get out of there. He was trying to get the job done. See what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to be murdery Kingpin. He was trying to be, listen, like, your mom's a homie Kingpin. I'm not going to murder you.
Look, murdery Kingpin is the only Kingpin.
It's not the only Kingpin.
It's the only Kingpin.
Offside. He's got deep down, there's a heart that cares about other people.
He just cares about the Venusi. That's it. That's it. Anyway.
But anyway, yeah, so, I mean, we kind of have to stay on the topic of Kingpin, because
do we?
The next part is that, like, Echo was announced, which is on a show that, like, on the outside I don't care about.
I don't either.
But that's probably going to follow up on the whole, like, what happened to Kingpin after he got shot in the face story. So, I mean, I guess we'll have to follow it to see more about Kingpin, because I think people are like, well, Kingpin totally got killed, whereas, of course, no, he didn't. They're going to bring him back. He's just probably going to be blind, because that's what happened in the comics. So, yeah, there's going to be an Echo show announced for next year. Echo's kind of a boring character in Hawkeye, but whatever. We'll see if, she gets better in her own show. They announced that they acquired some writers for Daredevil, so we are getting a new Daredevil season. It might be like a soft reboot. Like, they don't think it's gonna keep all of the Netflix canon, but we'll see. And then last but not least, we got an announcement on Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion is like the Nick Fury series, where the Skrulls invade, and I guess pose as a couple high-level heroes or whatever. It looks like
following a popular storyline from the comics.
For real, man. Airlifted. But it looks like the only information we have about Secret Invasion is that it's going to take place during the blip, which is actually kind of an interesting time to tell a story, because we don't have that many stories currently during the blip. We just kind of skip the before and after.
Wait, it's during the blip.
Wait, yep. wasn't
Nick Fury got blipped?
Yeah, he got blipped. Yeah.
Oh wait,
he did. Okay, so
it's after the blip.
He's probably a Skrull.
Okay, shit.
Yeah, he's probably a Skrull. Anyway.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
Spoilers.
That's good. So yeah, I mean, if it does take place, so it might take place some before and some after that. I don't know, but the information I got was that it take place during the blip. But if it does take place during the blip, then he would have to be a Skrull. So yeah, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll find out more when we find out more. But yeah.
Is it that time?
So it's getting to be. So did you have any more opinions on those shows, or do we want to move on to the topic at hand?
No, I don't care about Echo. I don't know if Secret, like, I don't know if the Skrull thing. I'm not really too
I don't know too terribly much about Echo, other than she dated Daredevil in the comics for like 2 to 3 years, but that's about it.
I can't wait until Daredevil shows up and then becomes a side character to Echo. Daredevil's
best as a side character or a cameo.
What
are you talking about?
Fight me.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that. He's good on his own, but when he's a side character with another hero, it's really fun. But when it's another hero that's more powerful than him, not one of the same level.
It's gotta be like
when
Spider-Man.
He teamed up with Spider-Man.
Yeah. Agreed.
That happened in the 90s cartoon.
Look, all you need is Daredevil in a dingy fucking...
Against Kingpin.
Like, a dingy alleyway or, like, garage or something, just kicking ass. That's all I want. And then...
So what if he kicks ass in the courtrooms instead?
Yeah. I mean, he could do a little bit of that, along with our next topic.
Speaking of courtrooms...
But... such a good segue. Hold on. Just give 2 seconds. All I'm
I
saying.
handed you this.
Okay, we'll segue and I can come back. Yes. Speaking of courtrooms.
Ooh, baby.
The next great topic and trailer we have at hand is about the seductress of Slam herself, the She-Hulk, who is single female lawyer practicing law,
Aaron Brockovich.
being sexy. There's like a whole great Futurama bit, and I don't remember it all about like single female lawyer. But yeah, no, dude, this show looks like it's gonna be great. I don't know if anyone out there has seen the trailer, who's listening right now. But yeah, I mean, essentially, it really looks like they're trying to combine both action and comedy. We haven't gotten too many of the action bits yet in the trailer. They seem to be really leaning hard to the comedy vibe. But man,
Thirst trapping, bro.
thirst trapping, bruh, for real. Like this show definitely looks like it knows what it wants to be, and it knows its audience.
Yep.
There's that one great scene where she's about to like princess carry that one dude to bed, and you know he's about to break something, and yeah,
And it's
he's
just
probably
pelvis.
probably gonna be the happiest moment of his life. But yeah, man, I don't know. What are you guys' opinions on this?
I think it's weird that they made She-Hulk, like, they made her
Her hot?
her hotter than she is as
She-Hulk's
a
always
human.
been hot. That's your first mistake.
No. Like they tried to make her like it's something weird about the idea that like She-Hulk is hotter than her human counterpart in a way, but like I don't know. It's like a body image thing that I think that the message is gonna go for, but like
that's the thing. Like the thing that makes Hulk not hot is that he grows to like multiple times of human size. It becomes ridiculous. Whereas She-Hulk just gets a little bigger. And granted, like I think a lot of people don't understand about She-Hulk is she has multiple forms. Like she can get bigger as she gets angrier too. But she normally just stays into like this kind of like half and half state where she's just like taller and more muscular than her female form.
right.
And then it becomes kind of that traditional like, what's it called? It's not Jekyll and Hyde. It's that like that archetype where like it's the makeover archetype where like the kind of frumpy librarian turns into like a smoke show.
Yeah.
With like some
Takes off her glasses.
She
Yeah.
she takes off her glasses. She undoes her ponytail.
undoes her bun, lets her hair down, takes off her glasses, and she's instantly
Oh, not
from,
another
like, a
teen
6 to,
movie.
like a 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's really that is what they're leading heavily into, and that's kind of what She-Hulk is essentially. Is that like it is a vehicle for that female character to kind of embrace her empowered side or her aggressive side or her confident side.
Right.
I think that's the kind of night and day between the She-Hulk character and the Jennifer Walters character. Is that the Jennifer Walters character is kind of underconfident, and the She-Hulk character is very confident to maybe even overconfident. I'm not
Thirst
really quite
trapping.
sure. I don't read enough She-Hulk, but I mean, yeah. I'm here for it. I'm excited. This should be hilarious and fun. I mean, in the comics, She-Hulk is one of the biggest playboys in comics. Like, I think her and like Tony Stark are tied for most bodies, so that could be. I think parts of that could be pretty comedic. Like I know there's a famous scene in the comics where like I think it's her and Juggernaut just laying down and like the entire room is just wrecked around them, and I'm like, damn, living your best life, girl.
I see that they're also they're bringing back Abomination.
Yes, which is really cool. And apparently, someone showed me that like that scene from Shang-Chi.
Yep.
Where Wong is hanging out with Abomination. The room that they walk back into through the portal is the same room that's pictured in the She-Hulk trailer. So like Wong takes Abomination back to his cell that we see in She-Hulk. And yeah, I mean Tim Roth is great. I love Tim Roth. I think
He's a great actor.
Yeah, the Reddit thread really spoke to me in that people were talking about like damn, like, do y'all remember Lie to Me? That show was great. Like, I wish it had more seasons. And I'm like, damn, I do remember Lie to Me, and that show was great.
Never seen
So
it.
yeah, I'm here for more Tim Roth.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is like the first sexualized Marvel character that we're gonna get
And I'm
too.
here for it, bruh.
Yeah.
I think it's time. Like we're done talking about Captain America's ass. It's now talking about She-Hulk's assets. And thick thighs do really save lives.
Shit. I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of interesting that they're gonna go with like a little more of a mature route with She-Hulk. And I think it's cool, but like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll definitely be watching it. I do think that the 3D is a little jank, but who knows? They might clean it up. I doubt they will, but
No, they will. It's way too early for them not to. Like, I think reading deeper into that thread, a lot of people were talking about what it's like to work in the VFX industry, and they're basically saying that, like, yeah, there are days where, like, it's down to, like, the day before the VFX is, like, fully baked and finished, and, like, the lighting is everything is fully baked and finished. So, I mean, you could even look at, like, the old and new versions of the, I think, what's it called? Guardians of the Galaxy trailers, like pre and post VFX, like early trailers versus later trailers.
Mhm.
It takes a while to get all that stuff, looking nice and crisp. So
look at Ugly
I'm
Sonic.
I'm sure it's I'm sure it's not nearly done yet. So yeah, I mean, as I said, everyone kind of bitching about the VFX now. Just wait, because it's not done yet. It's absolutely not. It absolutely can't be done yet.
Speaking of which, I actually kind of want to see that new Chippendales movie.
I do too.
Just because of how like all of the like the weird jankness I've heard about it, where I'm like, why would they do that? And I'm like, all right, I'm in. Let's see what the fuck this weirdness.
Yeah, based on the trailer
These
alone,
weird ideas is
like,
out.
Man, like evil middle-aged Peter Pan, like jank like older rescue rangers. Apparently Gidget either had or adopted like 40 different children or something like that. Which I don't know if you guys remember the whole like cult of Gidget meme, but they're probably, shook right now.
I
But
can't
yeah,
believe
I mean,
they made a character called Ugly Sonic.
yeah, it's great. As I said, I think there's going to be a bunch of like in Hollywood jokes for cartoon characters that are going to be hilarious. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely here for it. But yeah, I don't know. Quintessence, did you have any follow-up opinions on She-Hulk?
I mean, pretty much everything's been said. I think the CGI looks really rough, but we'll have to see the finished project.
I can't wait to make you guys watch that show. It's gonna be great.
She-Hulk's always been kind
Don't have
of
to make
like
me watch
a
anything.
sex symbol type character, so I'm
Yeah.
not shocked that they made her hot. Like, it just makes sense.
I can't wait for the Rule 34. It's gonna come with this.
Bro, it's existed before the show.
Yeah,
even happened.
it's
It's
been a
about
while.
to it's
It's
about
been
to get
around.
worse, my man.
Bruh,
Maybe.
is like the question is She-Hulk gonna be the new Lady D?
She definitely. I think she definitely is. Yeah.
Dummy mommy circles.
She
Like,
might.
I think Lady D walks so She-Hulk could run.
Yeah.
But, based on most of the Marvel TV shows, I don't have a super high amount of hope for She-Hulk.
I mean, Lady D kind of sachets, but yeah, I feel you.
Bro, I'm just saying. Like you guys are gonna be like, man, these middle episodes are boring, and I'm gonna be like, this is the best shit I've ever seen in my life.
Fine with the middle episodes.
Oh, what actually surprises me is this show coming She-Hulk is gonna have one of the longest episode counts of any of the Marvel shows.
It's like
It's gonna
10,
have
right?
it's gonna have a 10.
I mean, I feel like they need more, right?
do
Most of
too.
these Marvel shows' problems are their pacing is just all over the damn place.
I 100% agree.
And most times, more episodes could fix this.
Yep. That's probably what if fixed Moon Knight.
Honestly,
if Moon Knight
agree.
had more episodes to flesh things out, yeah, it could have been much better.
I think honestly, I think it probably has to do with the fact that they probably
least
can't
two,
afford to, keep Oscar Isaac on staff, you know what I mean?
You say that, but it's Disney money.
Yeah, it's Disney money.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying he's probably a little more expensive than She-Hulk is. I'm just saying.
Disney money.
All right, whatever, man. I don't know. It's a TV show.
It's like an infinite money fountain.
Pretty much is.
Oh boy.
But yeah,
Boy.
but yeah, no. I'm excited for She-Hulk. I think it's gonna be funny. I really hope they kind of lean into that like legal comedy drama angle, like the Ally McBeal Boston Legal angle. I know that kind of dates me because like anyone modern doesn't know about those shows, but like growing up, like the legal like drama comedy was like a really big thing on network television.
Remember the dancing baby?
Was that an episode of Ally McBeal? I don't remember. I didn't watch Ally McBeal. I saw a couple episodes of Boston Legal, but
I wasn't super into Ally McBeal.
It's okay. I didn't like it either. It was
hot.
just on.
Yeah.
And I had rabbit ears on
fair.
my television, so what was I gonna fucking do on a Sunday night? I don't know.
Don't shift them.
The rabbit ear.
Hope
I
for something
did.
better.
Dude, I had like 4 channels. What do you want?
No, some shitty rabbit ears, dude.
Gotta roll the D20 and pick a channel. Divide by 4.
I did have like 20 channels.
With your rabbit ears?
With the rabbit ears, yeah.
What year? What year was that?
Oh,
Mine
it
was
all
like
depends on where
99,
you-
my man.
Oh,
It all depends on like where you're putting
It
your
was a
rabbit ears in your
while.
house, bro. That's gonna affect your channel reception.
I had a TV in my room. It was like, you know.
I had a TV in my room until I watched like all night into the morning, like Nick at Night, like 4 days in a row.
Yeah, but
and
you're
then
not-
My parents caught me, and then they're like, "Oh wow, okay, well, you lose your TV."
You're not.
Oh,
You're
y'all TV in your room, persons.
you're not gonna get
was
that with
allowed
rabbit
that.
ears.
No, I didn't get that with rabbit ears.
Exactly. I only had rabbit ears because of poverty, my man.
He had that cable. But dude, I like honestly, I mean, I kind of miss the randomness of network TV though, because like you just never knew
don't.
what was gonna be on. Or like, I mean, yes, you did.
Yeah, I
there was
don't
network
either.
schedules, but like it was way easier to just find random shit.
What
and
do you
kinda
mean? You
just
literally
stick
just
to it.
looked at the TV guide that you got every Sunday.
You mean the book one or the? Because no one ever actually bought the books.
The book one or the actual TV guide one? Because you only got the actual TV guide one if you had cable.
That's what I'm saying. No one ever actually bought the TV guides. I mean,
Some people did.
you know,
Most of the time they were free.
puzzles, maybe. No, they weren't. You had to buy them in the store. They were like $5.
Oh, I mean the ones that they literally just mailed to you if you had a cable package.
Yeah, but that's.
What do you mean? It just said what was on TV in this little booklet. I don't. What do you want?
But like, I was like 10. I'm not gonna just read the newspaper. That's boring.
I'm not gonna read.
I'm just gonna go flip through
Reading's
channels
for
till I-
nerds.
till I find
I read
shit
a
I
lot as a
want.
child.
I didn't.
I read
fucking
books.
stupid.
I didn't read newspapers, except for comics. Comics are dope.
I read books. I read comics.
Anyway,
I just see Quintessence as that kid just clipping out his favorite news articles and being like, "Listen,
Didn't read the
Gonna
paper
be-
very much.
give me a journalist one day."
funny pages.
Yeah, no, She-Hulk looks fun. I think a lot of people were pleased by this
Hey.
trailer.
Hello, person.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Brother.
What's up,
Oh.
podcast?
Hi, person.
How come he has
Hi,
cool hair,
brother.
Quintessence?
He has long hair. Long hair don't care, right, my dude?
All right, so I guess we want to move on to the next.
Yeah. So let's move on to the last
Will
couple
do.
things.
Later.
We're pretty much towards the end. I did want to say a minute that like supposedly the Stanley digital cameos were coming back, which is creepy.
That is very
Yeah,
creepy.
ghost slavery.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say like
He's
like,
never
I'll-
gonna. He's being held by the Soul Stone.
He'll never truly rest.
like literally his family has now sold his digital ghost.
They dropped
into
him.
digital slavery.
They dropped him
Into
off
thinking
the
minds.
side of that mountain.
Yep.
And now he's a part of the Soul Stone.
Apparently. So yeah, that's gonna be weird having Stanley cameos come back. I don't know if I really want that, but it's probably gonna happen.
Hi, I'm Stan Lee.
So
Hi.
embrace the digital future where companies can now own your likeness even after you're dead.
Rip.
All hail our corporate overlords. But yeah, so let's see. We're almost at the L of the week. I wanted to hear Quintessence's take on what was happening in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Bro, you gotta
apparently. Oh,
I
my nose
mean,
really.
the
Alright,
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl thing, I think it's ridiculous. It's just because the line was repurposed for like a lewd animation
yeah. So
shouldn't
tell them what it's
fucking
about.
I
matter.
don't
Tell
understand.
them what it's about. So I subtitled this as "My Life as a Lewd Robot," but no, essentially,
So,
yeah. What were you gonna say?
what? No. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so there was a win quote by Jenny the Robot in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl that I can't remember how it went. It was like you won't like my something. It's full of wires. I think like you won't like my brain is full of wires. And I think there's like some like Newgrounds video where like someone does like a Rule 34 Jenny the Robot. It's you won't like my body. It's full of wires. And because it's
Yeah.
almost the
my
exact same win quote,
God.
they decided to change it out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the exact quote, I'm pretty sure is you wouldn't like my brain. It's all circuitry and metallic, right?
Mhm.
But of course, the adult animation's like you wouldn't like my body. It's all circuitry and metallic. And of course, they liked her body.
Oh my God.
I think the implication is that whoever wrote the win quote knew exactly what they were doing and thought it was a funny in joke. But I guess his bosses upstairs did not find
The
it funny.
ridiculous thing is though, is so many like quotes from TV shows are repurposed for like lewd animations that
Yeah.
it's ridiculous to have this kind of knee-jerk reaction to something so stupid. In fact, by doing this, they literally made more people aware
The Streisand
of
effect.
Exactly.
the lewd parody.
This is like the best
they
press
they
they've
made
gotten for the
people
game.
look it up.
This is like the most press they've gotten for the game in months.
Like, I don't. It doesn't make any sense.
Yo, Streisand
someone's-
effect.
It was harmless, and then it turned
Yeah.
stupid.
Like people
That's
probably
it.
like legit hit like archive.org and went back to like ancient Newgrounds just to rewatch it.
Probably still up on Newgrounds.
But yeah, I just found that really funny. Is that like
It's
the game
ridiculous.
developer was like, no, we can't have this.
Yeah.
It references something lewd, so we must take it out. Whereas
People
They
are
need to
gonna
remove like
research
half
this
that
line.
game. Then
yeah,
did you know there's Avatar: The Last Airbender porn? We
exactly.
have to remove Aang. We just can't have Aang in our game. Nope, Toph's got to go too.
Might as well just throw out the entire internet.
Watch them find out there's like Rule 34.
Let's just
every
restart.
character.
Let's just start over. The internet's awful.
Restart
We'll
the
just start
Matrix.
over.
I mean, I'm still surprised this game is getting updates, honestly, because like Jenny is part of the new like DLC pack, and I'm like, bro, is anyone still?
They're
playing
trying to
this game?
salvage it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope
They're
they do. It's like
trying.
it's not great, but I mean, I think there's potential there.
I don't think they can salvage it.
I doubt it either, but
The netcode's bad.
I heard the netcode wasn't terrible.
The animation's jank.
The animation is hella jank.
It's not even remotely balanced. Like
It's not, but
it's
they
got
said
a lot
they said they
of
were gonna work on that.
problems.
So the infinites were kind of the funniest part of watching that game when it just came out, though. It's just like, how many ways can we find to utterly break this game?
Freaking Oblina and her like just carry you off stage from 0%.
Yeah, some of that shit was
Forever.
crazy. Some of that shit was nuts, but I mean, yeah. So it's I just thought that was kind of funny. It's definitely speaks.
It's
to
funny
another,
and sad.
yeah. It's definitely another like corporate overreaction to something that was
Yeah.
relatively innocuous that most people wouldn't have cared about, or
Well, that
I mean,
apparently that one guy that reported it cared about. He's like, "Ho,
like, I
this
mean,
is from a lewd thing almost."
So I was in the thread. Someone was actually making a joke in Shitty Movie Details about the Road to El Dorado movie.
I like
he
that
was like-
movie.
Everyone likes that movie. Shell is a fucking babe. But there's
Oh,
a
I
scene
like
man,
it for
did
more
you
than
s-
Shell.
Did you see Doja Cat cosplay as her?
I did it,
Bro, that exists.
Now I might have to look that up. That is immediately where I'll be after that.
She
I
looks
mean, you should
exactly
probably look
like
it up
her.
later.
Anyway,
Yeah, but no, like so I don't know if you guys like how like well you guys paid attention during A Road to El Dorado, because it's pretty easily be distracted. But there's a scene where I think Shell and Julio are making out, except that like when Shell's face comes up because they get surprised by I think someone walking in, her mouth is nowhere near his mouth, and he has like the most relaxed look on his face in the world. And then like there's a whole like a thread about like on TV tropes about parental bonus, and like it's pretty strongly implied that like making out was not the only thing going on in that scene.
Right.
Like again,
Indeed.
you know, this could have like just slotted in. I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of a funny in joke for people who know, but like it's not explicit. Like you wouldn't know unless you like were already thinking about it. But no, I mean like, you know, the company had to overreact, and you know we are now where we are.
Yo,
But,
We're in the overact minds.
should we?
Whoa,
Nope.
hello?
But yeah, so yeah, that was the news on that. The other cool gaming news was like Death Stranding 2 was probably gonna happen.
Test. Oh, there we go.
Backlog, welcome back.
Hey, what's
Welcome
up?
back.
Should we move on to the
Welcome.
L of the week?
Backlog. Yeah, that's what I was about
We
to do.
should, yeah.
Directly into it.
Which one did we decide on?
So I'm gonna let you pick because I think they're both great.
Look, I just wanna cover the first. Hold on, let me see. Now it's time for the L of the week.
Oh,
There we
did it
go.
Echo? I didn't hear it echo.
L.
Anyway, I had to do the thing. You guys won't hear it, but anywho,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So
I just want to say,
let's do both. We got time. Let's just do both.
Zordon doesn't want you to get vaccinated. Okay, that's really what this comes down to.
Listen, this was not a Zordon approved fraud.
I'm just saying,
Zordon would never have like committed fraud.
You
He
don't
would
know-
never tell his rangers to commit fraud.
Like I'm
But
just
back in his younger days when he was young and sexy, like you don't know what he did. He could have been
Zordon's an
bad.
anti-vaxxer, dude.
You know what he did in his younger days? He was a space wizard.
Dude, space wizards sound like they get freaky all the time.
Look, I'm just saying
Probably.
that it's been said that Moderna cuts you off from the morphin grid.
Oh
Damn.
shit.
Yeah,
I picked the wrong one.
Dude, I got
Sorry,
Pfizer,
man.
so I'm still good, baby.
Yeah, well,
But yeah, I mean, essentially, I don't know how we got on the Zordon. Okay, so what is the actual story here? It's about the Red Ranger.
I've been
not Zordon.
holding on to like. By the way, that's gonna be the
Well-
title of the podcast. I hope you know that.
Please go into the actual story.
Zordon's an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
I can't. So the problem is, I've been having trouble with my my pages where whatever the tabs won't pop up. So if you guys want to pull up the story, I can't seem to grab it. I'm sorry.
Sure.
So yeah, in another example of what I call the curse of the Red Ranger, because the Red Rangers just seem to be always going to jail.
It's real. Yeah, it's true.
Red Ranger actor Austin St. John, aka the first Red Ranger, the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, has just been arrested for COVID fraud.
He was also Zeo Gold.
Ah, yes, that too.
Actually, he was also Zeo Gold.
But yeah,
I have to shout out my favorite ranger. I don't know.
like so.
That's how it
Not
be.
only was he arrested for COVID fraud, but there was a massive FBI raid and guns were drawn. So,
Holy shit!
I don't know
okay.
if like Austin pulled out on the cops, or if the cops just pulled out on him because like you know he pulled out his like Ranger battle weaponry.
Did he like pull out his blaster?
Anything's possible, bro. I mean, like you don't want to square up against the Red Ranger unprepared. That's all I'm saying. His hands are registered deadly weapons.
I'm just saying, Tommy would have never let this happen.
If Tommy led the team,
if Tommy was in charge, if Tommy was there, he never would have let it happen, dude.
for real.
So you guys know what actually happened, right?
No.
Because I read the article.
All right, please let us know.
I skimmed it. Yeah.
So the fraud he was committing was he was collecting paychecks that were supposed to be for small businesses affected by COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And he amassed over $3 million
What?
of these payments by using like multiple entries, basically. I think it was like 16 accounts of COVID fraud.
Jesus
And so he made over $3 million and he just spent it on whatever the fuck he wanted.
Damn.
So
Dude, he's trying
I
to
think
put
the
it.
man was down bad for money.
Yeah, dude, I think he was just trying to put another down payment on a Zord, you know?
Yeah,
Can't
right.
fuck around with that PP loan.
But yeah,
man.
when I read the
It's
title,
just-
I
it's
thought it
just-
was initially
it's not
like he was
presidency
just
anymore.
like doing like fake COVID tests or some nonsense like that. But no, it was actually far more serious.
Yeah. Jesus. $3 million.
He was taking advantage of a very important program that was
Yep.
supposed to help people and
Yeah.
businesses, but instead it lined his pockets. And so the FBI literally rolled up, broke down his door, and raided him.
Yep. St. John allegedly got 16 loans totaling 3.5 million, which he used for personal purchases and not the intended purpose.
Yep,
Jesus
there
Christ,
it is.
dude. What the fuck?
Yep.
But why
You
this
think you
fits?
know your heroes?
Never meet your heroes, kids. It's the truest truth. But yeah, I'm so why this fits, and again, as another example of the curse of the Red Ranger, is that the Power Rangers Wild Force Red Ranger, Ricardo Medina Jr., like literally was convicted of manslaughter in 2017.
That's right, he stabbed a guy,
Yeah,
right?
stabbed his roommate
stabbed
with his
He
sword.
stabbed his roommate with his sword.
Yeah, dude, he used his fucking he used his morphin weapon for death.
Evil.
Wasn't it a Legend of Zelda Master Sword or some shit like that?
I don't know, man. I just, again, these Rangers, like once they leave the Ranger Academy,
You know what? I feel bad for Jason.
The world's
because
a rough place.
I feel bad for Jason because I'm sure that it was the peace treaty that he went to that kind of fucked him up, right? No.
No,
I didn't get it. Where's the show?
Jason left the show. They said he was going to a peace treaty
because he wanted more money.
Yeah, but in the show story, he went to a peace treaty with Trini and
yeah, it was like a peace
Zach.
treaty summit thing. They're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we're gonna spread peace.
And then
Okay,
he
cool.
used that peace treaty money and he spent it on himself. Anyway,
Okay.
so Curse of the Red Ranger.
So I mean,
Indeed.
it's really just kind of the curse of like Power Rangers in general. Those were the two Red Ranger examples, but yeah,
or curse of just
like,
people being shit and they happen to be Power Rangers at some
But
point.
like, why? But what's the like? I mean, yes, many people have been Power Rangers over the years, so I guess there's a broad sample. But it's just funny that like so many of them end up doing dumb shit that you're just like, how does this happen? Like, is there some
Not
kind
that
of
many
like
of them. It's only been
causation?
like 3.
Well, okay, no. So we got the child actor Skylar Denton, who tied a couple to an anchor and threw them off a yacht. That's super fucking. That's super fucked.
Yeah.
They have New Zealand star Pua Makasiva, who like physically abused his wife and then took his own life. And then let's see. I think those are the main ones, but like the whole throwing someone off a yacht.
Roommate
like,
McStabby.
hella fun. Roommate McStabby, as we already went over, and then this one. So it's like,
So that's
yo,
4. My bad.
why are these Power Rangers like going crazy?
I think
I mean,
Rita
there's been a
Repulsa
lot of
got
Power
to him, dude.
Rangers, you know? She
That-
couldn't have. She got turned to the side of good at the end of In
They
Space.
have too much power. That's what it must be.
He got teenagers with too much attitude.
Literally the day of the dumpster.
That should be the title of the podcast.
The day of the dumpster fire.
Oh man, teenagers with too much attitude is really, really what it is. Really where it's at. But yeah, I mean, just I don't know, man. Power Rangers got bad luck.
Yeah, apparently the power was with them too much. But
May the
anyway.
power
Great
protect
power
you.
comes great responsibility.
Ish.
protect you from fraud.
Yeah, protect you from fraud. Protect you from the FBI.
Protect you from your own greed.
Jason, use your blaster on the FBI.
Jason, you are being raided by the FBI. And what's it called? The
Rita's men are coming after you. Yeah, what's up,
it
R
called?
Specs? How you doing, man?
What's the android it from Mighty Morphin again?
Alpha 5? Yeah.
Alpha 5's just going like
Oh,
in the background.
Ay.
FBI's like coming in.
Jason,
Crazy.
you're going
But,
to jail for a long time.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Anyway,
that's
rest in
crazy.
peace, Jason.
I don't think he's gonna be at any fan meets. That's all I'm saying.
Probably not. Yeah.
He's not going to be at the next.
Or he's gonna
Power
be a
Meeting.
different colored ranger. Maybe the orange ranger.
Yeah, probably. the black and white ranger with his new weapon chained ankles.
Yeah. He's not going to be in the next Power Ranger like Legacy of Red episode.
Yeah, probably not.
It's gonna be replaced by Adam.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's crazy.
You hate to see it.
That's nuts. You hate to see it, but it is what it is. And finally, Quintessence, did you want to round out the Climatocalypse L of the week?
I mean, sure, why not? So this is mostly speculation, right? But apparently there's a wing virus that could possibly completely destroy the entire honeybee population.
God damn.
Now, yeah. So the issue is their wings grow like deformed. So they can't fly properly and they can't like do anything. And they just die. Like they're just screwed. And apparently it's been around for a bit. And it hasn't like super spread, but recently it's been spreading at an accelerated rate and is now threatening to just boom, knock everything out.
Damn. Well, I don't want it to
because
end
it
up
spreads fast.
I don't want it to end up like that episode of Black Mirror where all we have left is fake bees
That kill people.
Yeah. I mean that's kind of
yeah.
cool, but the rest of it sucks. Like I want.
Is it though? Those were horrible deaths.
Wasn't it crazy? Like, man, can you imagine like a swarm of fake bees just coming after you? Be fucked.
Yeah.
And the whole like Reddit voting algorithm of like, who do we kill next? God damn, that was a crazy episode. I spoiled it for a bunch of people, but like again, it's like a 4-year-old.
I'm not gonna fucking watch Black Mirror. I'm sorry.
Black Mirror's so good. They're coming back with a new season apparently.
I'm good.
I liked it more than Love, Death, and Robots. And I like Love, Death, and Robots. But yeah. So like, it just sucks, man. Like it's seemingly it's not one thing, it's the other. You know.
Yeah.
And the bees are super important to the environment, to pollination, everything else like that.
Yeah.
I don't like, you know, I don't know if like, you know, I don't know how man-made a cause this is. I mean, you can never really figure stuff out.
Oh,
like
it's
this,
it's not.
Yeah.
So the honeybees have like a natural like enemy, I guess. It's some kind of mite. And this mite actually is spreading the virus. They invade the hive and they like plant their eggs and stuff like that. And then the eggs and the mites spread the virus.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing with like complex systems and complex environments is like that mite population might be increasing because of like human-based climate change or encroachment or something like that. So
well, it might or it might not, you know.
Yeah, you never know. But yeah, I mean it just sucks. Bees are really important. And you hate to see it. Hopefully it all works out. But man, like, you know, if it's not human plagues, it's bee plagues. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, what the
shit is
fuck,
whack.
man? Why is everything trying to take out the goddamn bees? Like, bees got it rough, dude.
Bees are bad, I guess.
Sometimes it'd be like that, you know?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You're unbelievable. Oh. But yeah, so I mean, unless you guys had any extra stuff you wanted to throw in, there was that one funny note about the like entire Maine town in Matt Live in Maine shutting down because one clerk up and quit.
Their only clerk.
They literally weren't like paying them at all, or like they asked for a vacation like 6 months in advance and still weren't granted it. And it's like, bruh, I do this 20 hours a week. I'm gonna fuck off, and you're gonna be screwed. And they're like, you won't. And then they did.
And then they did. Yeah.
you fucking won't, mate.
Watch me.
That's
Yeah, right.
That's funny as fuck. And whoever did that, I respect the shit out of them. Like,
Yeah, right.
that's fucking ball. Like that story made national news just because someone was like,
Listen,
"My
I'm
boss
thinking they
is
got a
dead."
pay raise and a vacation.
Yeah, or at least a vacation. I don't even know. They said they went. I think they said the article said they went to work at McDonald's and they were making more than they were making at this job.
Listen, McDonald's is offering like $17 an hour here.
Yeah, because they're realizing that like you have to pay people to show up, and paying people too little is not going to make them
I
show up.
freaking worked at Lowe's for like $13.50 an hour.
I worked at Home Depot for 12. Yeah, it's dude. Don't get me wrong. It is a pro worker economy right now. But at the same time, the workers have been getting screwed for so long, and like we're literally about to have another recession. So I don't know if it matters.
Dude, the Wendy's here is offering like $18 an hour. I'm like, shit, do I go work at Wendy's?
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Bro, like that's what I'm saying. Like there's like it's like the hope of a better economy is peeking through, but literally then you have like the stock market on the other side having its like I think worst 5 days in like 60 years or something like that.
I felt
like,
those.
Ooh, it's gonna be spicy.
Yeah.
I diversified, and the diversity did not save me.
Yup, and
I just got hit in more places.
The crypto market went last week or so. Like
it's still going.
Is it still going down? Damn. Like we're talking like trillions of dollars in losses.
It's kind of like stabilized. Apparently, the maker of Ethereum is no longer a billionaire.
Yep.
I saw in the latest like reports. I'm like, oh Jesus, he got hit hard too.
Great.
Everyone's screwed.
Now all those arguments I had with crypto bros back in the day, and I'm like, I don't think this is gonna work out, and they're like, you're fucking wrong, and then here I am, motherfucker.
All right, fuck.
It's still worth like $2,000 a coin though.
Some of them should have got out while the going was good.
For now,
they would have made their bank.
That's true.
That's
in a
even
month
funnier.
it'll be back up to 3K.
You never know. Not if the rest of the actual like currency market blows up. Or maybe it will like cryptocurrency will be the only thing that's worth money. Who fucking knows?
Trading seashells and current cryptocurrency.
Dude, I know, right? It's gonna be nice.
Yo, August, did you see that they're rebooting Sliders?
I did it.
Yeah, they're rebooting Sliders.
Oh hell yeah!
That was actually one of the news stories that I think that was like a few podcasts ago.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about it, but it was on one of the episodes that you weren't here. And
I don't know anything about Sliders.
Sliders was like you know what the outer limit is? Like not the outer limits. You know what Quantum Leap is?
It's like
so it's like Team Quantum Leap.
It's like Quantum Leap and Outer Limits and kind of smashed together a little bit.
It's like if Stargate and Quantum Leap had a baby, but maybe not Stargate. It's like Team Quantum Leap. But it was fun. It was fun.
Okay.
It was like 90s fun Quantum Leap.
Basically, they would go to like parallel universes, and so like there would be some kind of like, I don't know, like I think there's like one where the Soviet Union won the war, or like you know was controlling the United States, or you know stuff like that. And
what if stories?
There was a couple great ones. There was one when antibiotics hadn't been invented. That was kind of cool. That very much reminded me of what happened during COVID. There was one when I think women had ruled the world instead of men. But it was exactly the same. It was so great. I fucking loved it. Like it was like instead of like the male misogyny, it was just like
female misogyny.
Exact same thing. Yeah, it was so
Dude,
funny.
that would have been awesome. I could have been a male streamer. My male OnlyFans.
Exactly.
I mean, I think the show, Sliders is great.
Sliders is great. You should definitely watch the '90s Sliders. It's on Hulu.
The first
walk down the street, hey baby.
The last few seasons are kind of garbage, but I mean the first couple of them are pretty good. But yeah, anyway,
there's a scene where like women are driving by in a car. One of the characters. And they like catcall him from the car.
Yes.
It's like, can you imagine getting catcalled by women? Like that would be.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
Imagine being
first. At first, it would be awesome.
Yeah. Eventually, you just be like, I'm not a piece of meat. But
Yeah.
like at the start.
I
it
mean,
was
I
good.
kind of am, but I'm not. All right,
A
guys.
piece of meat with feelings. But yeah. So well, I think that it's a thing. Like a lot of guys, like don't like they don't understand what it's like to be objectified every day, and I think there are good things
Yeah.
and bad things about that, because of course it gets tiring, but at the same time it's like I want to be wanted. So I
Yeah,
mean,
right.
it was a really funny episode because it kind of inverted like all of those expectations.
Yo, Quintessence,
Yo, what's up?
where can people
But
find
that's
you?
the podcast.
You can find me streaming fairly regularly lately on
Wow.
Quintessence HD
Nice. Yo,
on
guys, go
Twitch.
follow Quintessence. Also go check
That'd
out
be
our
awesome.
specs and Breezel McCheezels. Shout outs to you guys for popping into the chat. Yo, August, where can people find you?
People can still find me on this podcast. Although I do have streaming setup equipment. I literally say this every week. But I will eventually start streaming. I do have to start working on my own gaming backlog. There's a ton of games I want to play.
Look,
so.
I wouldn't ask if you didn't point out that I didn't ask you every time.
I don't mind.
It's
I
true.
appreciate it. Eventually, it's coming, but the album isn't ready yet. The mixtape is not fired yet. It's just like a slow simmer.
Right.
But eventually we'll get there. But yeah. For right now, just find me working with Matt Quintessence on the podcast. For now.
Right. So with that, guys, that'll close out the end of the podcast. You can find the backlog on Twitter, Instagram. We're on YouTube. You can find us anywhere where there are podcasts, guys. Of course, Twitch. Other than that, y'all, if you haven't given us a follow, feel free to give us a follow. Give us 5 stars on Spotify. Every like, follow, subscription helps the channel, and help us find our audience. But other than that, guys, I hope you had a good night, and we'll see you soon. Peace out, y'all.
Take care.